first mic I ever used, ever.
So wait, let me ask you this. What's your schedule for streaming? Like what do you hold yourself to?
As long as I got some fuckery to get to, you know what I mean? If I got a bitch to expose, if I got some, it's all about the jokes. It's like good content. Like I don't stream to stream. Like I used to do it. I used to stream and I'll find a moment every time, but it's like now when I get on stream, it's like, yo, I feel like they hold me to such a high standard. I'm like, if I just get on to talk, they'll be like, all right, that's cool. If I get on and something happened, that's a moment.
Right.
It makes them feel like, yo, we stayed up. Because I stream late.
Yeah.
You get me? So when I stream late, be like, yo, give us something.
You know, it's fucked up what happened with me with the streaming thing.
Streaming is gladiator sports.
Oh, yeah, it's fucked. Because it's like this endurance test thing.
But not only that, it's like, yo, nigga, I'm showing up here every day. Or, like, you got to top what you did before.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. And you know what's crazy, too, is that the biggest people in streaming, their view counts, like, fluctuate so much. You'll see even somebody like Ice Poseidon, I've seen him get like 50,000 or 100,000 people watching this shit. He's like an in real life dude. Yeah. And then like sometimes, you know, he'll get 4,000. It's like really depends. My shit is though, it's like purely more about just like monetizing the shit normally because people just pay me to fucking play their videos and it's just straight up the most profitable thing that I could do at any time. But you don't really do that?
Nah, you a gangster businessman. Like, you know, honestly though, I feel like your stream is like charity for me.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate form of charity, but it's like connecting with your audience. Like I look at everything else they do for me, and I'm like, yo, I'm good there. So when I stream, it's like I'm showing you that no matter how big I get on YouTube, like I'm still the guy who you first was watching when not a lot of people knew about me. So like we're cool. So like I mean on my stream, like we do something on like we call SoundCloud Sundays. Like they just send me whatever, and I play. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? And I just give a natural reaction to it. I mean I haven't done it in a while, but. Shit, that's how I got like a lot of talented people who be just watching my shit.
Were you super affected by the demonetization shit on YouTube?
I mean, somewhat.
Okay.
But like,
my shit got fucked up.
Well,
I feel like I noticed you didn't talk about it really.
I don't talk about that shit.
Yeah, because people really don't want to hear about it. You're right.
Let me tell you this. Like, I'm never the person who's like on YouTube on some shit like, yo, man, never. You feel me? Like.
What do you mean? Like complaining about shit?
Yeah, you know why? Because, yo, I'm going to always give I feel so confident in my quality and my content, and I feel like I do so much.
Right.
That not only, my thing is as long as I remain at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was like number 5 or something, like, nah, I'd be wilding. You know what I mean? But
see, that's the thing that I think is interesting or weird about you.
The ball always bounces, like, it'll come back around. You feel me?
Right.
Like, the audience, that's when the audience start looking at you different. Like, why are you complaining?
A lot of people blame you for like your content. Like I saw a lot of people in the wake of everyday struggles, sort of going through changes, who just took that as their opportunity to say, nah, this guy's a piece of shit because he made jokes about people dying in Chicago and shit like that. But those are people who don't understand that the world needs somebody to explain what's going on in either the streets or rap, the beef shit. Like your content is invaluable to me because a lot of times I don't want to fucking dig through a bunch of tweets, whatever, to figure out what happened between two rappers, and your shit just usually sums it up pretty well.
Yo, honestly, like most of that shit that they be getting at me now, it's the cost of being mainstream. It's like being niche but being mainstream. Like if I say some shit, like it'll make it to a mainstream outlet.
Yep.
As long as it's clickbait.
Right.
You feel me? So now. Everything that used to be real edgy but dope, and there were certain people who criticized, like the Warren Chirac. Like at that point when I was doing it's like the most edgy, creative, funny, and like authentic content there was.
Right.
You get me? Even the rappers at that time got it. Now a lot of them didn't like me because a lot of times, shit, I was getting at them.
Yeah.
But even now they be asking me like, why don't you do it no more? Like Keith.
Because they would probably want to hear about, the super young guys in
and also
Chicago.
It was their media. That was one of the biggest form of media. So they didn't really care. It's like these other new motherfuckers who's now saying, yo, everybody got a soapbox when they don't even have a track record. Like you got a track record because you've done it long enough to get to this point.
Right.
So they could pinpoint a million things in like your background, like, yo, Adam said this. You feel me? So
that's crazy though. Like I feel like Everyday Struggle was the moment where you went from you used to be, a YouTube phenomenon. It's kind of like with Logan Paul. He's just a YouTuber until he films this dead body, and then all of a sudden he's mainstream. Everybody has to state their opinion about him. A lot like the way let's not play anything for now.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
What the fuck is playing? Damn Dingo. Oh, Bandingo. Shout out to that guy. Yeah, and then it's like all of a sudden, with the flick of a button, you were just put in front of such a bigger audience that all of a sudden, the fucking microscope was just on you in such a crazy way. And I think about that a lot. How it's like my shit, no matter how controversial my shit is, I'm still not big enough that like a lot of the same outlets that now acknowledge you all the time feel the need to acknowledge me, for better or for worse.
Yeah, but I always keep telling, like, there's like a new. You're right? So there's like this whole new wave of like YouTubers and shit. Like the new ones, they feel their foot in the door is to like shit on me.
Really?
A lot.
Interesting.
Like they love like, yo, Akademiks did this. But put like this, I'm taking the arrows for everybody that you're gonna take. I'm telling everyone that now because once you start getting those that attention that I'm getting now, they're only gonna try to crucify you.
Yep.
Like you think the grass is greener and like your shit don't stink until you get there. They're gonna point out a million things, and that's what they do now. So, like, first of all, you got to realize most of these outlets that love jumping on these things. Like, I noticed it because I called them out about a month and a half ago. I was like, y'all are the same quote unquote media outlets that y'all seen that I've taken your audience. So you have a lot of incentive to shit on me.
We got the Dasani.
Oh, where do we got that?
Big Dasani. You know the Akademiks fucks with the Dasani. All facts.
Yeah, I don't even chase it, but
And you got the mini Henny. It's lit.
Water boy.
Thank you.
Chris?
Shout out to our sponsor, Dasani. Chris, this is about the worst camera placement in the history of the show. The fucking monitor is blocking me in my entirety. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, because I never really.
I'm gonna acknowledge the chat for a minute. How you guys doing out there? Ask him about Jesus and Miro. Oh, everybody wants to talk about the beef over the years.
Please take
Facts. He wants.
I'm always in beef every week.
Yeah,
That's why. Oh, by the way,
Thanks for your time.
I'm very transparent.
Appreciate this.
Adam hits me today. He said, "Let's do let's get like the no jumper interview." In.
Get that content.
And I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do with you. I want to do like the one that really do all the views. Like, you see, I don't mind coming. We kick it on stream, whatever. But like the official interview, number one, I want to do it near to when my album's coming out, or at least some more music, because I want to focus on that. But even now, like, I think you probably look at it like, yo, you got a lot of stuff to probably explain or talk about, but I'm always in controversy. Like, it's every week.
Yeah.
Like, this week is this, and then next week is something else. You get me? Like, I could chronicle for the last 18 weeks. If it's not something, it's something else.
But do you feel like at this point in your career you need that or want that so bad because it keeps you relevant, or like because sometimes you feel like that with 6ix9ine. Like if a couple weeks go by that nothing too, or not even a week, but if a week goes by that nothing crazy happens with him, he'll just do some fuck shit. It's also very easy for him to make the news right now.
Honestly, I be trying to avoid it now, man. I be trying to avoid, but for a period, it did. I'm not gonna like about 4 months ago, I was like, man, ain't a fucking rapper diss me all month. I'm like, yo, is my content too safe? You know what I mean? Because again, when I went on Everyday Struggle too, I was realizing my voice had to change a little bit. Like the tone and the shit, because everything was going mainstream. My bad, Alana. The tone and the shit, because I was on a mainstream platform, people were like super obsessed with what I said. So I was like, wow. If they're looking at everything I'm doing now, I don't want to be the guy who's jumping off the roof consistently, because that's going to fuck you up. We all see all these movements going around, and they're looking to hang people.
Right.
So, but I've always been edgy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was kind of like doing balancing that. But
yeah, there's a much bigger microscope on you now. Sometimes it gets to me in the sense of like, okay, I don't want to say anything political on Twitter a lot of times because it's just not worth it.
Yo, fuck Twitter, bro.
Oh yeah, because everybody will take you out of context, get misconstrued.
Here's the thing. I used to rely on Twitter for like opinions of me. You know, sometimes you look at opinions of you and it helps shape your own opinion of yourself.
Right.
And I realized like Twitter hates me.
Yeah.
First of all, Twitter is controlled by Black Twitter, bro. And secondly, Twitter don't get no jokes. Like Twitter is the corniest, stiffest motherfuckers on earth. Yo.
Right.
Like a meme to them is like real life. You know what I mean? They don't get a joke. They don't understand trolling.
But do you notice that on YouTube, it's like there's plenty of Donald Trump supporters. It's much more conservative versus Twitter, where you feel like when you're on Twitter, it's like you're on one of these college campuses with all the feminists coming for you and everything,
safe.
right? Yeah. But on
safe.
YouTube, the videos that get all the likes, like if you search the word feminists on YouTube, it's all videos about how bad feminists are, which is like YouTube's like another fucking planet compared to Twitter.
Yo, all these platforms have like just different voices and like different dynamics, and like you really win, and you know how to proceed if you know how to like which ones suit you and which one you should really care for.
Right.
Like if I was supposed to change my content based on these motherfuckers on Twitter, should be whack.
You would
bro.
lose the streets because you wouldn't want to, talking about all the beef and all the drama and shit is what people want.
Yeah, but also too, you know what I mean? I think this is one of the curses of everyday show. Like these motherfuckers who want me to like be the fucking like champion of real hip hop.
Right.
And I'm like, nigga, do y'all realize what blew me up? Like I was covering, like I've been doing my thing. So I've always covered the mainstream artists, whoever was the top guy at the time, whether it was Kanye, it was Wayne, or whether it was Drake or whatever. But I've always dove into that subculture type of music. I went into drill music. Like I was covering a nigga named.
But that's
Lil-
just what you were into, right?
Yeah,
Especially because you were real young when drill like came out, 2012.
Exactly. So I was really into it, and it was just a sweet spot for people like me. And you know what I mean? Like just media outlets. Like nowadays, stories about 6ix9ine. That's why people are mad though. Because nigga, I would be covering 6ix9ine in 2012 too.
Right.
It's nothing that's changed.
Yeah.
6ix9ine, a Bobby Shmurda, who else? A Trippy was just different people then.
Yeah. It
You
was
get me?
Fredo, it was Keith,
Yeah.
it was Lil Reese.
But I do believe since I'm on Everyday Struggle, people look towards me like, yo, we need you to hold the flag because it's like the demographic is like clashing. My audience for Warren Chirac was like super young. Super young.
I remember when I found out about it and just being like, holy fuck, this guy makes videos about every fucking underground psycho Chicago rapper and just being like, I can't believe how popular this shit is.
That shit was great, man.
That was when the YouTube money was good back then.
Yo, actually, I didn't even make that much money off that channel.
Really?
Dead serious.
Even from the beginning?
Yeah, that's the craziest thing. Somebody said to me, right? They were like, yo, they're like, Akademiks made all this money. I'm like, nigga, I could donate that whole channel earnings today. It wasn't that much.
Really?
It really wasn't that much. Like people think it was that much because they see it now and they're fucking blowing it up in their minds.
What's the most you ever made in a month from YouTube ads?
I don't even know nothing.
I know you guys want him to answer that one. I know he's not going to, but that would be a good one.
The rest can't even answer.
I'll say it, 40 grand. That's the most I ever made in a month off YouTube. Yeah. I don't know what happened. That was the last month before, boom, it just fell off so
Word?
bad.
Oh, that's why you pissed.
Oh, yeah, that's how I'm pissed. Yeah, that $500,000 a year had me pissed. It wasn't that bad, though. I made up for it with doing the streaming shit and then also with fucking merch and shit, kind of help fill the void.
Okay.
Should I get one of them CN shirts with the N word, but with the vowels like that? I don't think I can wear that.
I don't even push merch that much. I might put out some new merch with.
You're not that concerned? You're not that concerned? Well, okay, so this is an important question. A lot of people said it was a mistake for you to go and do Everyday Struggle because you already had your own platform. Complex was arguably not even as relevant as you were when you decided to do it. From a money perspective, a lot of people were looking at it like it probably is not as much money as you make from YouTube. What was the thing about it that made you want to take that risk?
Well, everybody usually. Well, who said that?
I don't know. It
Just
seems
categorize. Just categorize the
the
opinions.
devil's advocate. Let's just say like that's the kind of thing you've seen
okay.
people say on Twitter.
So I've seen it from two different sides. I've seen it from the side of like media in general to say, hey, we saw you doing your independent thing. Why go join with them? And my thing was that, listen, I want to compete with the big boys. That's number one. Then I seen it from the YouTuber. Why would he go do that? You're joining the competitor. You feel me? And for them, I look at them and say, I'm still the number one, like in that sense. But I wanted to level up. You feel me? It's only and I always come off cocky when I talk about it. I've been dominating the news hip hop thing for like 5 years. Like how long could it's like I don't know, I'm trying to get a good analogy, but imagine being the top and that's it. You're like, okay, I'm just happy here forever. Money's cool and everything, but you wanna take it to the next level. You get me? Like everything I'm doing is like me just wanting to take it to the next level. Like, Everyday Struggle is cool. Now, shit, I wanna look at other things, whether it's a label or shit. I wanna look at making music my damn self. Or now I wanna do other TV shows. Like, I realize people are happy with complacency. Like, they get complacent. I think niggas been losing so long that when they get one win, that's it. They good. Like, they be like, yo, throw it up.
When people talk about other people, a lot of times they look at it very short term and they expect people to not be that ambitious. But then when they think about themselves, they think of it more in terms of the long term. Like for myself right now, yeah, I feel like I'm pretty much doing the best that you know, in terms of
Yo,
like
you the guy out here,
rap, in terms of like street
you
level
the
shit.
guy
I
out
don't want to
here.
compare myself to like Breakfast Club because they obviously do huge, crazy numbers, but it's also such a different space, you know? But I will say that like if this is all I was doing for the next 5 years, would I get bored? Hell the fuck yeah.
You the Breakfast Club for interviews though. For this wave. And that's my whole point, right? Salute to the Breakfast Club, salute to the mainstream outlets, but there's a whole new wave. You feel me?
Right.
There is news media that is probably bigger than me, right? But for this new wave, there's nothing bigger than me.
Right.
There's the Breakfast Club that does interviews, and I guess for the mainstream wave, it's cool, and they're the biggest there, but no one's bigger than you in this new space.
Right.
And no one's as impactful than you. And actually, I would probably argue that both of our impacts in what we do surpasses their impact overall in what they do.
Yeah.
If we're just comparing on some proportion shit. You feel me? So
It's different categories because I see you're in terms of YouTube, you're the news. I'm kind of the interviews. Anthony Fantano is the reviews.
who's my man Anthony Fantano? That's the man right there.
You know what? That's the one thing.
Low key, we could come up with like some fucking super conglomerate Avengers type of shit.
Yeah.
We should, bro.
There you go. I'm ready.
Let's do it, man.
Anthony Fantano, though, you know what? We need like a more hip hop specific Anthony Fantano. Like it would be nice if that. And then, Cole Bennett with the music video side of things, just insane.
Yo, well, part of the reason I'm in LA, and we're gonna talk about this like some off, but that is some. It's kind of like utilizing the influencers within our space, and kind of saying, you know, what I mean, salute to the mainstream outlets and them having their structure, but like we should have a little bit more structure in how we like shit flows within our wave. You feel me?
Right.
Whether it's a new artist coming in and them getting an interview with you, or me covering stories on them getting a Cole Bennett video, them getting even a review from whoever you want to say, or you know what I mean, let's say Anthony Fantano, or it could be like a reaction, like salute to some of these reaction channels out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
shout
moving
out
out here.
Zeus. Zeus is the
nigga
king of that
moving.
shit.
That nigga moving out here, man.
Not to mention Cuff Boys with the mom react shit. He's been doing crazy.
Who's that?
You mean the redhead
reacts?
kid? Who's always let me see the mouse. He's always doing like the mom reacts to Kodak Black type shit, but then he kind of went into the vlogging shit as well. And then he pretty much broke Lil Skies in a lot of ways. Like he's the way that
I see somebody say, y'all trying to make the internet corporate. No, we're not trying to make, at least I'm not trying to make the internet corporate. What I'm trying to say is that,
open up communication.
yeah, I feel like there's a lack of respect for what you do when your shit is so impactful and it's setting the palette for somebody's career, and then you get these other niggas. Remember, I don't know if you saw the rant I went on Twitter recently. I was like, these other outlets, they're basically like they're capitalizing and trying to exploit off of what we really understand or like. You get me? So
Right, yeah, no, I seen that about the Lil Xan shit and everything.
Yeah,
Because you see these guys, these young guys, and they go and do interviews, and then like, especially with the asking them about old rappers thing, it's such a setup to get some headlines because they've seen it work with Yachty. They're like, oh, let's do it to Xan too. And it's like that's the kind of thing that you or me wouldn't bother to do. Like people could say that we're fucking kind of ruthless with the clickbait, trying to get people to click, whatever. But I mean, the way that they're doing these rappers dirty and then like turning the game against them is just kind of sinister, in my opinion. Yeah. Hey, we out here hating. What else we got over here? Okay, but have you seen?
Yo, what's the
seen this
dynamic
fool?
of like your live stream? Yo? On my live stream, they be like looking at me like, yo, man, if y'all don't hurry up and get to like the drama.
Oh yeah.
Yo, my
Is there drama we should talk about?
shit. Well, they usually just like everything solved on my stream.
Click to the bottom of the so that keeps going.
When you gonna beef with one of these motherfuckers, man?
I don't know. It's so nice to not be able to beef with them. I got such good relationships with most of these rappers.
Oh no, not like rappers.
You know?
I think that's like.
Oh, who should I beef with? You
I
got
don't
anybody
know,
in mind?
one of these like media niggas, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm down. I'm ready.
Man, yo,
It's
yo,
so
tell
boring.
Ebro to pull up for the fade. With me, man. For
I don't mind
real,
Ebro.
man.
No cap.
But see, I feel like I could have a good relationship with Ebro, so why would I beef with him? You know?
Ebro's a good guy, but even like I think it's part of challenging the establishment a little bit though.
Right. Is
feel
that
me?
in order to be the king, you got to beef with the people up
Yo,
top.
yeah, they had a whole thing on me recently, like me and Tekashi or whatever, and like my response
Oh,
to
that
it,
video they made talking about you?
yeah, my response to it was like I remember watching. This is when I was nobody. I remember watching Ebro talk about major leagues and minor leagues, and he was just really shitting on everybody who didn't have that audience or whatever. And I be looking at them in the digital space saying, like, y'all clickbaiting me or every new act, and y'all are like so much out the loop.
Right.
You get me? And
A lot of these radio guys, where would they be if they didn't have that job? They wouldn't be guys who had big presences online. They wouldn't be the people with popping YouTube channels and mad subs. What's up, Donnie? How you doing?
Now, you know what, though? I respect all of them as broadcasters, though.
Yeah, me too. That's the
do.
part I respect. But at the same time, I hate the one thing that bothered me with the Deezus and Mira thing was just them talking down on you as if having a crazy popping YouTube channel that's like #1 in that category, as if that's not good, as if that's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, like, it was funny how that whole thing played out. This is also when I realized I was like, and people hate when I say it, but they don't realize you almost admit it by, like, even if it's just hate. Like, when I say something, like, it gets blown up. Them niggas, they did, I think I saw 2 or 3 videos where they like made a slick comment about me or they dissed me. And people carried on with their days, right? I was on stream. I was like 2,000, 2,500 people on stream with me. And then I was definitely off the Henny. You know what I mean? But I'm reading my chat like how you seen that shit come up and their name came up. I'm like, I don't fuck with them niggas. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't fuck with them just because of how they try to slick play me when other people were on, right? But they were acting like they had no problem. You get me? So I'm like, yo, I don't fuck with him. I didn't say, that's all I said. And I was like, yo, they're not even popping like that. They only care about my space. That's when I seen everybody who, and this is where the war is at. You get the motherfuckers from that world, they're constantly, and by the way, like, as ad dollars begin to shift, they're fucking planting flags and just holding on as the fucking hurricane or tornado comes in.
Right.
And they were all going at me like, they were like fucking forming a coalition. Everyone hold their hands. They were like, yo, Akademiks, no, we're still popping over here. Yeah, you only have a YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, really still not popping. Like, I don't care if you're on TV. You feel me? Like, and I didn't go too much further into it because I seen, if you ever heard Drake on Charged Up, when he said like, or I seen him do an interview and he was talking about Charged Up and he said he don't know how crazy it was gonna get. So that was a warning to like everybody, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like from Meek all the way up. You know what I mean? I seen certain people start positioning and saying certain things from their agenda, and I started to look back and I'm like, you know what? I know all these internet motherfuckers, they're not in the same position as I am in too. So they're not gonna band behind me and like, yo, this is almost like the internet versus that.
Right.
You feel me? Because
which we had never seen it laid out like that, like mainstream versus internet beef.
Like again, if it was just them versus act, fine. But like the point that I remember they were trying to kill me for, because I still don't fuck with them, right? The point I was trying to make was that, yo, y'all not that popping. And I just don't think that type of media is that popping. You feel me? Because I be in my own world, and it was going to be like me versus all these motherfuckers. I seen it. I looked behind me. I said, anybody there? And I said, you know what? I'm going to cool out.
Okay, but that experience made you want to cool out versus, because, you know, you always have two different attitudes that I'm sort of going between. On one side, I want to try to kind of get along with everybody because why even bother getting into that bullshit?
No, hold on. When I said cool out, it was just like, I'm feeding them energy. Like, it's doing nothing for me.
Right.
All it's doing is getting Twitter to just constantly going on the hate train for me.
Right.
It's getting their numbers up. They wanted to continue. I had network. The television network they were on was atting me on some shit. Your turn to respond. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right.
You're a fucking television network.
Seeing
you're
the network
the YouTuber to say,
making the viral clip out of it.
Yeah, like, hey, Akademiks, we just got the response. Your name is in the title and the thumbnail, and we use like your video. Your time to respond. And I was like, yo, y'all not gonna turn me into the pawn for y'all like digital platforms to get built or whatever. Yeah, because y'all have y'all other shit. It's cool, but y'all not about to use me in that way. So I stopped.
Yeah,
I stopped.
There's a lot more for them to gain there.
Yeah. Well, again, gain in the world that I care about digitally. You feel me? Again, maybe they might mention me on the airwaves, and people might be like, why the fuck y'all keep talking about this guy we don't know about? Because that's a whole different demographic in respect to that demographic, but...
Okay, but this is the question: is how do you deal with it when it feels like the whole world's coming for you? Is it like on one hand you just want to be like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. On the other hand, you got to admit a little bit that you feel a little something about it.
Like when? Like at that time?
Like the worst time. I don't know if that was the worst time over the past year.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's real talk during that time. Anybody who I seen try to throw 2 cents in without being completely neutral, if you pick the side, I don't rock with you. I've always been like on some, I'm just out here. I'm not a nigga who plays ball. So that's why people, you see now after every day show, they say I'm industry. I'm not industry, man. Like, I don't deal with nobody. You feel me? So like, I'm like, there's a lot of people who I've seen them make a little slick comment because I'm not gonna lie. There was hella niggas who said Akademiks was a rap during that time. They were like, yo, here we go.
I hate when they say that.
I
They
see
say that
so
about
many
me too.
people.
Adam22 is over. It's like we're
was
not
like, yo,
over
we're-
until we decide to be over because we have our own fucking real fan bases.
They
You
were
know,
like, we're getting them out of here and it's finally done.
you can't get them out of here.
And the people who are, sometimes you got a funny relationship with people, you don't know if they really fuck with you or not. All those people like, fuck them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, it's good to know.
That's crazy.
I took names out.
Yeah.
I took names out.
Yeah, I try to even just separate myself from it even more and just be like, you know what, I'm not even going to read this shit. Like, when it gets really bad, I'm like, I'm not searching my own name. I don't give a fuck because then I come here and I stand outside and I still got motherfuckers walking up to me all day, every day saying, yo, I want you to listen to my SoundCloud, blah, blah, blah. And then you just get reminded that the Twitter mob is not as real as it feels in that moment, you know?
It's not really real like that. Like at this point now, I've realized that you almost got to kind of troll these niggas, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And the more you troll them, the more you troll, the more you fuck with them, the
Black
harder you...
China shit just to troll them. They be
Right.
getting so mad. This is why we hate you.
But that's when it's hard for them to really come for you when you're constantly fucking with them and constantly trolling them and not taking yourself that serious.
I was taking myself too seriously, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, because I was really getting a little heated for a little while. But I realized I was like, how dare I, man? I'm the guy who came up, like, it's in my bio. I never change it. I do satire. I came up on the Warren Chirac. All my content is very comedic in nature. Why am I taking some of these people's opinions so serious where it feels like I can't even be self-deprecating on YouTube?
If you get in there and you start trying to be Akademiks that's super cool with all the woke people and super, political, like trying to be cool with the feminists and everything, it's never going to work out for you because no matter what, they're going to want to cook you. So it's so much easier to just be like, whatever, I don't give a fuck, yeah.
Shea Butter Twitter hate me, man.
They hate me to whatever extent they know about me, and the more they find out about me, they're probably going to hate me even more. I got no hair on my head.
Listen, man, I've been over the mountain. I'm telling you what's there for you. If you thought they got me, or hold on, for the people who thought they got me out of here,
right?
They got some other shit for you.
Right.
They gonna dig up some shit on you, man, that you ain't even know about.
Oh, they found some shit on me already, yeah.
Nah, it's light right now. Trust me. It's light right now. The day you see a name trend, you know that's the mob at your door, and they're trying to get you lynched. And if you survive that probably 2-week span,
right,
you're here to stay forever. Because I ain't gonna lie, after that stint, I was like, y'all niggas really so y'all can't get me out of here.
It's just over. Like, you're just gonna give up.
like that's it.
It is crazy, bro. Yeah, but hey, at the end of the day, it's like, we all saw what happened with Logan Paul. His fans are still riding with him. He's still getting just as many views as he did before that shit. And he got 1,000,000 times worse PR. Everybody in America knows who Logan Paul is, and way worse than anything that happened with you. You think? Bro, I love the black men don't cheat slogan. That shit got me kicked.
I've never seen them.
They don't.
I've never known a black man to cheat.
I changed it up. Men don't cheat. No, my homies? No.
Nah. Puerto Rican niggas, they cheat.
The Spanish niggas cheat.
They stay cheating.
I thought he was in Spanish.
I'm gonna check the chat up here.
Puerto Ricans be cheating all the time.
Yeah,
You gotta pull up on Everyday Struggle, bro.
I want to. I almost did it before, but then they got rid of me because I was problematic for like 1 week. Like one shitty thing happened. You want to know? Do you even remember what happened?
No, not really, man.
There's this guy Milo Yiannopoulos who's he's a fucking gay conservative Trump guy, whatever.
He's a guy who banned from all colleges, period. Right?
Yeah, and he's banned from Twitter.
He banned from Twitter?
Yeah, he doesn't have Twitter.
Yo,
for years.
Twitter, you let anything fly.
Bro, on Twitter, if you got your Twitter deleted and they said you could never have a Twitter again, God, that's reserved for the worst people on earth.
Yeah, there's only like 3 people. I know Martin Shkreli, who he just got jailed today.
Oh, he's off Twitter too.
Yeah, him, Azalea Banks, she's just trash.
She's gone too. She's done.
She's banned on Twitter?
Super done.
Both of them and And Milo.
Milo, and then there's another guy. This guy Chuck Johnson is another right-wing guy or whatever. But basically, what I did is me and Milo talked a little bit after we did that interview. People want to call him a Nazi and all this shit right now. Whatever. He's a fucking weird-ass gay dude. He's not. We were laughing about the idea of him being racist when we did that interview. So now everybody wants to call him a Nazi. It is what it is.
Wait, so they mad at you for interviewing a nigga?
Well, they were mad about that, but they were more mad because his email got hacked, and they found an email that I wrote to Milo that just linked him to this story about a situation in hip hop, like on more of the journalism side of things, where basically like a girl was saying that a dude beat her ass, and then the dude, like I had heard that the dude was right and that he was like kind of getting kicked out the game. You remember this guy Ernest Baker? He had like a little like thing going with Drake and
I heard
shit.
one of these complex niggas talk about him. I don't know.
It was weird because I basically just like I didn't have Milo's number, so I just
He's a
texted.
journalist?
He was at the time. He's just like a writer and shit. He just writes stories. And Drake gave him a shout out. That was kind of like his big thing. Is that like Drake shouted him out one time. I don't even remember why. But yeah, so I just wrote Milo an email just telling him about it, just linking him to an article about it, just being like, yo, this shit is crazy. They tried to say that I was all right. Tried to say all this crazy shit just because I sent an article to a dude who at the time I was cool with. I'm still
Adam is
cool with him.
canceled.
Adam is canceled. I seen people unfollowing me. I was like, and you know what killed me? This one dude unfollowed me, this white guy, on some woke shit, trying to be fucking super cool and shit. And then somebody told me that behind closed doors, he is a hardcore white boy N-word user. I was so mad.
Yo, wait. You have those people that follow you that are like political? Yo, you be tweeting some wild shit, man.
Really?
Some wild. Hey, yo, you know, Russ said he want to fade with you, right?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, no, I'm playing.
No, that would be my moment.
Damn, that would have been fire.
Russ gonna get shot.
Somebody's deathmatch coming back.
Explain that junk.
Bring back celebrity
What?
deathmatch.
The issue, because
I just don't like him. He's corny.
You
I hate him
constantly.
All right, let me say, J. Cole. We used to have jokes for J. Cole. J. Cole, at the end of the day,
You used to roast
cool
J. Cole
dude.
too.
A little bit, not as bad as a lot of people want to act, but yeah, I roast him a little bit.
Did
But
he say nothing when you pulled up on him?
oh no, but he knew about that because
word?
my manager knows him pretty well. They're good friends. They've been like talking, like actually had conversations about me. J. Cole said he was curious about me because of the X thing. He found out about X. He found out about me. So then he pulls up. People were acting like I was being so crazy on camera during it, but basically like he told me like J. Cole's here. I'm like, oh my god! I like run out of my house, hop in the car, drive there, park, just run in like, and I'm just like. I was so out of breath. I'm having a conversation with J. Cole, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, normally when I do the interviews...
A lot of clout tokens, bro.
That's a lot of clout tokens, yeah. But normally when I do an interview, I have time to prepare,
I
relax.
That was tight. They were like, yo... Because I guess, like, J. Cole, like, has
I heard people were pissed, yeah.
You know, like, yo, out of everybody, he fucks with him.
Yeah.
And he used to slander him. I'm like, man, let that man live, man. I'm like, yo, that's authentic, yo. First of all... J. Cole be looking pretty homeless these days. He ain't pulling up to no fucking interview through no publicist.
Bro, he was so low-key. He had his
Yeah.
manager dude, no bodyguard, no nothing. He was standing out on the street talking.
Even probably got him hands, yo.
We had to edit a lot of it out, but there was like a dude who was more or less a crazy person just standing there talking during the interview.
Word.
And J. Cole being cool?
J. Cole was really good at like kind of
Talking to him and
being cool, but like talking him down so that he didn't keep ruining the conversation. From my perspective, I'm just thinking, this guy's fucking ruining the conversation. We gotta get him the fuck out of
Chris
here.
Long, get him.
I was about to be like, Chris, get this guy out of here now.
Get him, Chris Long.
Yo, so wait. So you and him, like, there's no way y'all could, like, talk and, you know what I mean, figure out what...
Me and Russ?
Yeah.
Nah, I think the Russ ship has sailed. I don't
He's
think...
done.
Russ, he just seems like such a douchebag.
corny.
Everything about him so corny. It's just...
Well, you know, the Russ does fall on that list of, like, people who their attitudes is fucking... It negates their skill. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your skill anymore. You just seem like a dick.
And he has a
You get
huge
me?
fan base that you can kind of judge his whole fan base because it's like these are people who are too stupid to understand what a douche Russ clearly is. It's like when I look at a Trump rally, I'm kind of like, I can just kind of say I don't fuck with these people because they're cool with him.
Hold on, but did you think they... I don't even think they engage in those type of conversations. On Twitter, to me, he just gets slandered, right?
Yeah.
But then I see him tweet out a show, and it's like...
He's huge.
Selling out shows
14,000
overseas.
people, right?
Yeah.
So, and I've never seen anyone defend Russ, ever. I've never seen one, like when I see your shit retweeted and I click on the comments, it's like everybody's saying you're right.
I get the Russ fans sometimes, but I think they're probably mostly on Facebook. Don't you think?
He tapped in
Nah,
another
Go to
man.
Facebook. I bet
Yeah.
the Russ Facebook, if we pulled that up, I bet it's popping.
popping. Got
Crazy
over 1
pop.
million subscribers.
Oh, easy.
Shit, Russ might be on some YB in jail mighty shit. All his fans might be on Christian Mingle.
Who do you think he's fucking? He ain't got no pussy. Or now you think who's Russ fucking? I don't want to know.
I used
Bellows one.
You don't have a mic.
no.
Hey, he might
can't
be
hear
in
you.
some hoes out here, man.
What?
Russ?
You think?
She banned from the culture.
No,
She
I mean he
fucked
definitely
Russ.
does, but that says a lot more about girls
I
than
don't
it
know.
does about him.
Actually, here's the thing, though, right? So with Russ, I think you got to look at like his fan base. I don't know if the majority of his fan base lives in hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's like whatever the hip hop thought of him is like they're looking at like, what are y'all talking about?
Right.
Russ is one of those people who he brings people, or they don't like hip hop, but Russ.
Right.
Eminem had a bunch of those fans.
Yeah.
I don't like hip hop, but I like Eminem.
Eminem made hip hop way bigger in that sense, but
did,
also, sort of diluted it in a sense where it became some shit that everybody was fucking with. Brought a
So
lot
those-
more people
Like,
in.
like, put it like this: if Wale was white, he'd be Russ.
I heard Wale was kicking around here the other day.
Don't worry.
Yeah, well, Wale is exactly like Russ in the sense that he's got some talent. Like you could certainly hear Wale rap or whatever, and you're like he's pretty good, but then the personality just kind of kills it for people. But then
Like, Wale could definitely be a
on the other hand, you got somebody like Pump, who, I like his music,
I talked to
but
Pump
he's bigger
recently.
than the music.
Yeah, I talked to Pump recently for like the first time. Like,
I seen that long ass call.
yeah, man, I be on stream just chilling, man.
Yeah, well,
Everybody
Pump
call
can't even smoke weed right now.
I know. Look
That's
like
crazy.
shit. Yo, niggas on like it's not probation. Is it probation? No. He's on bail.
He's on bail.
arrest, right?
He's getting drug tested. I heard.
Yeah.
So he can't even smoke. That's insane. I've never seen Pump go more than like an hour without a backwood.
Shit.
Like really.
Yeah, really.
So wait, who else don't you like? Because me is like really hot and cold with me and everybody. There's, the media people I try to be cool with. You know what I mean? The only thing is, like, I've realized certain people start taking jabs or almost trying to like sun me a little bit, and I'm not just at the point to get sun no more.
Yeah.
So like when Ebro kind of, I don't need no unsolicited advice from none of y'all.
So
period.
from now on, you wouldn't really fuck with Ebro?
No, he's a cool guy. I've seen him before. He's a very cool guy. Like I would definitely.
But do you
we
feel like he
kick it.
said things in that little piece that went viral recently that you wouldn't fuck with?
No. Well, this is the thing. I'm pretty much telling all them, because all these older niggas, they look at me like, oh, Ak is a new guy and kind of got a little wave. Nigga, stop playing. Don't do that no more.
Kinda
I don't
got a
need
little
your
wave. That's
unsolicited
offensive, yeah.
advice. You know what I mean? Nigga, let me rock out.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm forging my own path, and however it goes, how it go. But I ain't asking a motherfucker for advice right now. I'm like, nigga, I'm doing me. You know what I mean? Because if I was supposed to do it like you, I'd be on the radio. But I've never been to the radio. You get me? I remember somebody asked me, it was like 2 years ago, they were like, yo, what do you think you're gonna end up? And I was like, by the time I really get to that level, like traditional radio might be like outdated. Maybe something like satellite, like Apple Music or something like that. But like platforms are changing.
But that was
so-
like a lot of people's argument against you even doing everyday struggles. Basically, like the kind of content you're making is already bigger than the kind of content that they're really trying to box you into.
Yeah, but you see, some people only know how to do one thing. You feel me? Everyday struggle was a challenge for me, but also brought me to another level because I could still do what I do, right? I mean, I might have to make a couple minor tweaks because there's more attention on it on my channel, right? But you have to have that voice that do appeal to advertisers. You feel me? Still in a digital space. It's not like I ran to radio or ran to like linear or whatever. Like I was still on digital, but now you were opened up to like these advertising companies who's willing to spend millions directly. They're looking at your face and they're looking at how you present yourself. The regular YouTuber right now, like if somebody give him 5,000, 10,000 for a brand deal, them niggas will sell their soul and sell their booty hole.
I know.
You feel me? But no, it's a fact. But when you start bringing yourself, it's all within a digital world.
Right.
When you start opening that up, it shows that, listen, in all honesty, if me and Adam wanted to have the biggest show on YouTube when it comes to hip hop, we link up, we make a show, and from that we could start doing business, right? We could go to a Spotify, we could go to an Apple Music, we could go to anything within the space and be like, yo, we need $500,000 for an endorsement of whatever. And then we talking business. Most of these niggas, they can't look beyond just AdSense. You feel me? And at a point, I couldn't either.
Right.
I
Oh, yeah,
couldn't-
me too.
I
I was
couldn't
on
either.
that fucking hamster wheel.
Yeah, I couldn't either. It was like, yo, shit, if Google don't pay me, you know what I mean? And I mean, shit, they treat me decent now. You get me? But it opens up the next level of this shit. Because I'm looking at these antiquated platforms like, y'all almost done. So what's gonna be the new shit? Like I'm thinking in my mind, if me, you, Fantano, we get on some shit, it could be like, you know, The View. Let's say we do like some panel shit, us just kicking on hip hop. We do it once a week.
Yeah.
That's the new joint. It could be a podcast, it could be whatever, but we have to take it to another level when all of us have our own molehills. We all have our own castles.
Right.
Right? So like, why should we only do it just for the views? At that point now, we should be dealing with advertisers directly.
It's
right?
really interesting. Yeah, I never really thought about it like that.
So Everyday Struggle kind of opened up my eyes to that shit. It was like, yeah, if you do want to become a major player, yeah, you can just really be completely wild and like I wild out on my channel. You get me? But are you willing to compromise a little, you get me, to at least compete with things beyond even the scope of like where your channel goes?
Right.
You get me? And you could still have your edge on your channel. Like nobody's like when I signed to them, my contract is hella simple. It says they can't tell me nothing. I'm not my YouTube stuff has nothing to do with Complex. And in my contract for Everyday Struggle, the first one I ever signed, it says they can't dictate shit that goes there. They can't touch shit that goes there. They can't tell me to take nothing down, tell me not to put nothing up. That's what it is. And I also get use of whatever I do on there on my platform.
Right.
So I carved out everything that could still be me. You get me? But again, are you trying to take it to another level or are you just trying to stay here? I'm gonna tell you the thing about fans too. You know, the fans love the underground shit. You know what I mean? And they also love the underdog.
Right.
They don't want to see you get too big. That's a fact. I'm gonna tell you that's a fact. They don't want to see you get too big.
Right.
Like some of your fans probably look at you like, why are you interviewing J. Cole?
Yeah.
They don't get it. Like, yo, that's big.
Right.
That's like a different level. You get me? But they just want to see you here consistently. And even though that's good, you could always take it to another level, man. You could always take it to another level. And yo, I looked at it. Who was I talking to? Was I talking to you? I probably wasn't talking to you. But it was like, yo, I may have been through text. And it was like, yo, me and you are the new BT, MTV, the new VH1s. We got to treat it like that.
Right.
You get me? Yeah, you have your channel, which you do great stuff. I have my channel, do great stuff. But then all those networks, they have these things where they do collaborations or whatever, but they bring the game to another level. If we're not looking at it like that and we got so much influence, you're losing. You get me? Like those, like respectfully to those outlets, they don't got as much influence over the youth like we do.
Hell no.
So why the hell would we still act like we don't see this?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity out there, but don't you feel like there's, I don't know, like there's so little that you're really competing with in the hip hop media space. Like you have World Star, you got Double XL, still got a little bit of a footprint, but for the most,
when that freshman list drop.
yeah, exactly. But doesn't it just feel like, you know, the stuff that we're doing is like, who are we exactly competing against? Because, you know, The Source went away. All these rap websites seem like they basically just like either vanished or just basically become completely irrelevant. And then who's doing good stuff for YouTube? Like, not that many people. And most of the people who are doing it are individuals like us.
You can keep both.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep both. You feel me? Like, I would never abandon my channel for anything like that.
Right. No,
Like, if
never.
Complex was like, yo, we're going to give you like 3 more years, just come do this and leave that.
No.
You
Yeah.
get me?
No, because the voice is the whole thing. You know, the voice is so powerful, and like having the access to the media and being able to get your thoughts out so easily is such a huge part of it. What are they talking about out here? They're saying Axe is doing his sales pitch.
No, sales pitch, man. I'm just trying to empower us, man. Like, niggas don't like that empowerment shit. You know what I mean? Niggas just like to think that we just some bum-ass YouTube channels. And that's when I got offended. Because I started seeing them talk about that shit.
What are you looking at? Whoa, we got 3,200 in here. That's pretty good. Strong stream. We're talking 45 minutes too. That's crazy. I just want to see what the people are saying right now that we got such a above average audience out here. So let me ask you that. How do you feel about the state of Everyday Struggle? Do you have some other fucking dude that's on it now? It's like a 3-way typically now?
Pause.
Or was that, pause, but was that just, the other day I watched it and there was another guy sitting there next to Nadeska.
Oh, yeah, it was 4 people there.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah. But how do you feel about the state of it?
And like with every show, and like even you guys here, you guys stream together and like do content together, right? Like it takes a while to get that cohesion. You know what each other does. Like that's that chemistry. Like me and Joe, we had a great chemistry, but like these days,
Keep it up on
we trying to figure it out,
Follow
man.
me on
Right.
IG
We just trying to
at
figure it out,
on
and
SoundCloud at Royal
like me, I'm for the best content. So you know what I mean? Like if one of the guy who you talking about, his name is Wayno.
Yeah.
He came on. I seen people like him. I'm cool with it. I told him, I said, bring that nigga back. You know what I mean? Let's figure out where the best content could come from. I don't care what it is.
It's weird now because you guys are kind of figuring it out on the fly, whereas you were probably working on it with the Joe situation. You guys got to work on it for a while before it went live, right?
Exactly. Like, truth be told, I don't think we even like when we started, I don't even know if we auditioned. Like me and Joe, we like rehearsed. We rehearsed real quick. You know what I mean? For like a whole week, had a lot of tape. I think me and Star, I don't even think we rehearsed for no time at all. We just like, it was an audition joint, and after that was like, we live.
And it's weird though, because when you think about it, when you look at how good Joe was at that job, it's hard to think of other people that could even be close to that. Because Star objectively is pretty much in the position to do something similar. I'll be honest, he's not as good as Joe. You start thinking about it, you know, like Tax had a really strong voice for a while. He would have been a good option. Boom, he got locked up. That's unfortunate. But I mean, it's a tough job to be good on camera and very, very knowledgeable is tough.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's like, even for the audience don't know what they want. Sometimes
Right.
the audience is like, yo, we just want great discussion. Then sometimes they're like, yeah, this is good, but it's boring. We need somebody to fucking turn up. Then somebody else is like, yo, we need somebody to be like aggressive. You feel me? So it's like the audience wants a lot because it's the only show that was really, you could consistently watch a fight. Every day you tune in, it was like a fight.
No matter what. Joe's one of
matter
those
what.
kind of guys that no matter what kind of conversation you have with him,
Yeah.
he's aggressive as fuck. He's an asshole sometimes, but he's entertaining.
So, you know what I mean? It's also the audience, but for me, I stick with the content first. Like the theatrics is always easy. Like if niggas need to turn, that's easy. But we just have to have good discussion first. But they trying to figure it out.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. Don't you feel that about Joe? Like that you didn't realize how good it was until he was gone? That chemistry you guys had?
No. I absolutely knew it because for the last 2 to 3 months while we were together, like that shit was, the show was the least of our problems. We used to say to each other every day, like, yo, another banging show, but these other issues around. So like we talked, like, you know what I mean? So we knew all that. I guess maybe on Complex's side, they didn't know how hard it was to replace. You feel me? Like, shit, you know what I mean? Everybody seems, like, your girl right now seems pretty replaceable till you let her go.
Yeah.
And then you can't find no other chick that really do everything like her.
Right.
You get me?
That's a good one. It's a good point.
Shit, I might seem replaceable till you let me go.
Yeah.
And then you be like, damn, can't really find that same formula that made that seat work.
When I see people shit on you for like your coverage on your channel, it just makes me feel like you don't know how much you need Akademiks' coverage until like he stops doing it or some shit. Because even when you go on vacation, when you're on a trip and your like videos slow down a lot, it can be like, damn, like I want to know what Akademiks is gonna like, you know, because I don't want to have to dig through the Instagrams and the Twitter and the fucking shade room and everything to figure it out. Like I could sit there, watch a little 4-minute Akademiks clip, boom, I got it.
Yeah.
Useful.
So
We need that.
it's one of those things, man. But hopefully, you know what I mean, shit will get back together. I don't know, man. If not, man, Adam, me and you gonna have to link up, man.
Let's
You
do
like
it.
to argue?
See, you know what's weird is a lot of times I watch that show. I do like to argue, but a lot of times I watch that shit.
Passionately, like
Yes.
Yeah.
you got.
Yes.
It's not just arguing though.
There's been so many times in my life that were like, I know I'm right, but
Get right on the mic.
there's been so many times in my life when I know I'm right and I don't want to argue with him because he'll argue with you even if he knows he's don't need to, you know, even if you're right, he'll just argue his point until you just quit.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
Man, but you know what? I'm going to be honest. This is an example of when you think about everyday struggle, that is an example of a situation where a white guy is at a very different position because you're just under a whole different type of lens at that point. You know, if I were to be in the seat facing you.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I do think we're getting to the space of hip hop. Just fuck it, man.
Yeah, and we're also like, you know, you or I are kind of at the space in our lives where if there's a fire, you might as well run towards it because at the end of the day, it's just gonna, you know, it's just more hype, more fame, more whatever. It's like being well liked. Like if your goal is just to make everybody like you in our position, it's not happening. So you might as well just fucking go crazy.
You're never as popular as you think if you can't name a couple other popular motherfuckers that don't like you. Trust me. Like, you know what I mean? If you think you're the golden boy, that's because you haven't done shit.
Yeah.
There's no one who really. There's no coalition that wants you to not succeed. That's not. No.
That's true, but then sometimes I feel like I'm not polarized, so it might not. I might not be as famous because, like, think about it. Every single day when like some bullshit happens in rap, I could just get on my phone and make an angry ass Instagram video about it and probably get reposted and get a ton of followers, like the Waka Flocka Lil Xan thing.
Wait, hold on.
I could have
You know who does
jumped
that?
off
What's
the
that
deep
motherfucker's
end.
name? He's a comedian.
Oh fuck, who?
You know what I'm talking about? That white dude.
Andrew.
Michael Rappaport, yo.
Oh yeah.
He went on Lil Xan though.
He did. And I was thinking
Why
about
did you
going
do
in
that
on
with
Waka.
Xan?
I was thinking about just like going crazy on Waka on
Waka will
Instagram.
pull up here, bro.
Yeah, probably.
cap.
And at the end of the day, I respect
No
Waka
cap.
too much to do it, so I didn't want to do it. But a lot of times when I watch you and Star, you and Button, it's kind of like, you know, I love it, but at the same time, my position is a lot of times I'm just more like hands off. Like, I'm glad I don't have to like weigh in on this. It's easier this way.
Hey, put like this: the motherfuckers who's just kind of. No, but sometimes you got to though. Like, you don't got to be disrespectful, but you gotta like you can't be well liked.
Right.
That's the first. I would tell any entertainer that. At least if you're gonna be in the analyst, if you're gonna be media and you're a personality, or if you're trying to be someone who stands out, you can't just be the motherfucker who everybody likes. You're usually the person who everybody ignores.
Because the negativity, or at least just being in the news and stuff, is the whole thing that makes you famous.
No, but not only that, it's like you don't have a fucking opinion. Like you don't even want to. Like, it's like you're the nigga who be like, you hear two people arguing, I see both sides.
Yeah.
Nigga, what's your fucking opinion? Like, damn, you see both sides, but where do you stand?
But I think that getting older and maturing, a big part of that is being able to see both sides, being empathetic towards both sides, and not necessarily wanting to insert yourself into it doesn't lend itself well to doing like the modern kind of like discourse that we're all used to, like on Sports Center or some shit, where it's like this made up fucking war between two opinions that you don't even know if these people really give a fuck about having that stance.
You know what's funny though? Like, but I try to do the like, I understand both sides, but this is where I fall, and it always offends people. Recently they were killing me on Instagram. Like,
For what?
Killing me. Like it's actually only the old head Instagram, and no disrespect to the old heads, but like they took a piece of everyday struggling. Anytime, if you have a content like say a stream or like your podcast, long as hell, they take a minute of it. Man, that minute ain't gonna serve you right. Not if it's going viral, right? It's
Especially
gonna be like
chopping out little pieces. Yeah.
they're gonna chop out the part right before you actually say the shit to make it okay. So it was like, it was me saying, 21 Savage man was like, he's super into like investing in stocks and all that shit and like all this smart shit. And we talked about an everyday struggle, and I was like, that's great. I'm so happy for him. He's growing personally. So to Amber, she's doing a thing. And I was like, that's good. He could say that shit in an interview. But I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to the music, I'm just thinking about the niggas, like, why did you get popular?
Right.
It's not because you were giving Bitcoin advice on the fucking song. You feel me? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Fuck Ethereum. I'm like, nah, niggas ain't on that. You feel me? You're killing me. They're like, you only want to rap. You only want to rap. Hear him rap about killing and shit like that.
Academics hates black excellence.
That's I ain't that. Nah.
They cut that part.
That's the part that they catch a nigga. Nah, bro. Yo, they be at every juncture now. They try to catch me, man.
Really?
Like,
Scary.
you're lucky to not get to that point, but you're gonna be there. You're the next up. There's. Well, yeah, you got a voice.
Because say I was on something like Everyday Struggle Tomorrow, like a similar show that everybody was talking about. It's being pumped out by a major network every day. Then it would all just start to flood in way crazier than it is now. That's kind of the weird thing, is I've been able to get as far as I have without having to go through these major beefs or whatever.
You're
Just
soon-
because Russ won't acknowledge me.
No, put it like this: it's soon gonna get there, where like everyone just realizes the impact of like you doing like your podcast with every new artist, and be like, this is like the real like claim to fame interview. And once that's the case, they're gonna hang on every word you say. And when they hang on every word, they're gonna hang you by every word. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I'm ready. Whatever. You can't make the fucking woke people happy. You can't make the super political people happy, and you just got to get used to it at a certain point, you know?
Yeah.
And it's, you know what, the one thing I find kind of crazy is that a lot of times people want to act as if the super, super liberal woke community is the rap community. there's very little overlap. The hardcore rap fans are the ones making Tekashi 6ix9ine famous and fucking Lil Pump and shit, you know? And those are the people who don't give a fuck about all this fucking political shit. So I try to stay out of the political shit for the most part, but I also am not really that worried about getting dragged for having an opinion, you know?
Yeah, but you got to watch out for that hate, though, man. You got to watch out for that hate. You see, in your journey, you're going to get, like, you become unknown to you're not bothering no one just because your voice isn't loud enough to fuck what you say. They're going to start saying, because they said about me, Akademiks is the reason. Yo, they were blaming me for Lil Xan. Akademiks is the reason why we have Lil Xan. And fuck, you get me? So, like, when they're blaming me now, I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, like, what? They're going to start blaming you. Once they start blaming you...
They can blame me all they want. I don't give a fuck. But, like, how bad could that get that it would really bother me? Because at the end of the day, I don't love when I see somebody saying, like, oh, Adam22 took Lil Pump on tour and gave him Xanax. Because that's what people fucking say, which is not true. Because actually, Lil Pump gave me Xanax on that tour. But, you know, I just...
No, with you, it's gonna
how
be so
bad
much
could
worse.
it get? I really don't give a fuck. What are they going to do? They're going to call up YouTube, tell them to drop my ads?
No. With you, it's going to get worse because they're gonna tie that, and then they're going to use... Like, with me, they'll be like, yo, Ak is a sellout. You, they're tying the culture vulture and the fucking race shit, and they're taking you down, dog. You know what I mean? They got that shit around your neck, like, bring them down. You feel me? That's what it is.
I'm ready. Whenever that happens, whenever people call me racist, I'm like, man, I got 4 interviews tomorrow with a bunch of black dudes.
And you
Whatever.
hang out
That's
with
the
a
response
Jamaican.
they expect. Like, that's how the racist talk.
Hey, tell him you hang out with a Jamaican, man.
And I'm hanging out with Hakeem.
You know
I'm
what I'm
Jamaican,
saying?
too. We got 2 Jamaicans.
You
in the
got 2
building.
Jamaicans.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you
Another
guys started
white guy.
speaking in tongues together as soon as you guys met. I was-
They already started throwing down.
I didn't know
We've
what
been-
the fuck.
me and Ak been bro down.
I was like, are they talking about me?
Yo, this is the great thing about social media, especially Twitter, though. They don't realize that their hate is usually the fuel. The hate for 6ix9ine made him that big. People think it's me. Yo, Ak, you made him that big. You know why I'm posting the motherfucker? Because
'Cause it
y'all
gets
can't
views.
stop talking about it.
Right.
It's the same thing with Boonk. They used to be like, we hate when you post them. But y'all fucking retweeted 100,000 times. The people who y'all love, y'all be like, all right, it's all right. Let's keep on moving. The people y'all don't like, why the fuck you got Rainbow here? What the fuck? He not gangster? Hate really, it does something to people, but they don't realize. I talked to Pump on my stream, and it was like, I realized it was like, yo, the hate really made me this big. Niggas hating makes someone huge.
Right.
Shit, part of the hate for me made me big. Like,
Right.
screw it. You know what I mean?
That's
you
why
gotta get hated a little bit.
That's why in the long run you can't be that scared of it because it's all just a trial that you have to go through. Look at Keemstar. Keemstar got dragged worse than almost anybody I ever seen in YouTube history.
He's a legend, though.
Keem is a legend, but he made it through that, and now it's like his attitude is like, well, what the fuck is gonna stop me now? You already had the N-word taping me. You already had all this other crazy shit. You couldn't take me out of the game there. It just makes you stronger, makes you more confident. I already feel that way. Like people dragged up a lot of old shit about me and everything. It's like, all right,
I ain't gonna lie, you wild as a motherfucker. You fucking bitches on camera.
yeah, everybody
I ain't
knows what
gonna lie,
my
I
dick
wanna
looks
do that.
like.
I want to do that, bro. I want to be
do?
that bold.
Really?
Just do that shit. Am I too big for that now? I could probably do that, right?
Get a private
Not-
Snapchat.
I mean, all the rappers do it. Rappers don't stop for, they get big like that. Well, I bet you look at somebody like Pump. Pump used to be Snapchatting getting his dick sucked. He stopped.
Even perp.
Yeah, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I think I seen that shit on Pornhub. I forgot what I accidentally bumped into it.
Yeah.
Cause when I go on Pornhub, I got specific terms. I only
Lil
always
Pump.
No.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi out 22, Lena.
No. Thought
Top
is in
3.
every
We make that
fucking
happen.
search. So I'll search Chirac thought, Detroit thought, Hood thought,
Really?
Ghetto thought,
I've
Cali
never thought of that.
Every-
He was so
It's dot, and I spell it like 6 different ways. I got THOT, THOTTIE, that's thought.
Well, you're just trying to find girls that you know?
No, nigga, I'm just trying to find
Grimy
the fucking
shit.
slurs. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to see no good girl get fucked.
And then
trying
you'll
to
hit
see,
them
like,
up?
Amateur
No.
shit.
I want to see the hood bitches really get fucked.
That's your style, though, is to watch the super hood girls?
I won't only watch amateur porn. You watch like
Me,
professional
I
shit?
watch amateur
Yeah, I
porn
watch porn
only.
stars that I know in real life.
Fuck that. Porn stars is trash.
Really?
I like amateur porn, like
Yeah.
backshot videos.
Yeah, first of all,
Man, you just blew my mind.
Yo, if I'm watching porn, it can't be on some like real Yo, it has to be like an iPhone. Yo, the best porn, it has the iPhone video light.
I
That's
disagree.
100.
I want to see high production HD butthole.
I want to see her makeup like fucking light up like it's glow in the dark because she got so much foundation on, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see like super ghetto, dog.
Wow, that's really interesting
Yeah.
to me. But you know,
Yo,
myself
who the fuck
personally,
watches, like,
I jerk
real
off
porn?
to my memory of the hundreds of bitches that I've fucking dogged
I
out.
do that too
You know?
sometimes.
No, that's some jail nigga shit. Fuck that.
I'm gonna be in jail one day, like, God, I wish I watched more porn before I got in here. He said that's some jail shit.
That's
Some jail shit.
That's some
jail shit.
He comes up touching his dick.
I do. I just think about all the different girls I've fucked over the years.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Wow, I like how hard you opposed that.
Hey,
That was
I'm with
great.
you. I'm with you.
I'm gonna keep it
I do
100
it
though.
sometimes
You
too.
ain't fucked any bitches, so you can't think about. You have no memories.
You know what I do? Like I go in different waves. Like for the last couple months, my favorite position was like maybe like reverse doggy. So I have to find that.
So
scene.
you on your knees.
No, not
She's
reverse
fucking
doggy.
you.
No,
No,
reverse
okay,
cow-
okay. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
She's fucking doggy.
Nah, Paul. Yo, you ever done some shit like Adam, bro? Yo, I've seen a meme where you get your ass eaten, bro. You gotta explain that to me, man.
He got his
Because
ass eaten.
somebody
Keep it
brought
in
that
the
up,
meme.
and I was like, Adam's my god. I said, yo, I seen some chick licking his ass,
Yeah.
man. He was on all fours. His back was arched. I said,
Here's what happened. Me and my girl were hanging out. There was a girl that we were supposed to hang out with that we were gonna have a threesome with.
Yeah.
So we started drinking and shit. Then the girl like hits us on some crazy emergency shit. She can't come through or whatever. We're already drunk. So we start just fucking. We probably fucked like 4 or 5 times that night. And at one point, she's just like, I want to eat your ass. She starts eating my ass. I filmed it.
Wait, you still fucking chicks four times a night?
I mean, that day, me and her might have banged for it.
What was you on?
I feel like nothing. I feel like if I hang out with my girl all day, we'll probably average at least 2, maybe 4 nuts.
Okay, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. And I got
If we have nothing to do, like we've been on
Okay,
vacation.
Okay.
Yeah. Normal. Wake up in the morning and fuck. Then we're doing whatever all day, and then we fucking again, you know, that kind of thing. But people have been, because there's been times I've had threesomes that were like 6 hours off the
fuck that, man.
coke,
How
Xans,
the fuck
liquor.
her tongue in your ass, man? That's what I'm trying
That
to
felt
figure.
fine.
No,
You never did that?
No, but how
You
did
got
that
to try it
happen?
out. Hakeem might want to hook you up.
Actually, I'm just
Bati
wondering,
boy.
how did
Bati
you
boy.
get in that position?
That was what we decided. It was like, I'm gonna selfie this like this. Like we planned out that video. Normally, almost every time I ever got my ass ate by my girl, it was more, she's giving me head, she starts sucking the balls, all of a sudden she grabs my leg, push the leg up a little bit, get in there, start tonguing down the
Don't feel
asshole.
like a hole with that?
It does feel weird. I prefer to be at least a little fucked up. Like I need to be drinking or some shit because otherwise I'm a little ticklish. Start seizing up.
I need to get taken advantage of.
Yeah, I need to get raped.
Consent.
Nah, but you want to know what's crazy
The
too is
Adam
that
Me Too movement.
probably like the last 3 porn stars that me and my girl had threesomes with, they all started eating my ass. Like they didn't
for
ask
it?
if I took a shit a half hour ago or anything. They were just in there chowing down.
Word. Were you fucking the porn stars raw or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
I don't.
Wait, do you hit them up? Like, how you solicit this shit, yo?
I mean,
Wait, all right, hold on. Shit, man. No, we gotta say some shit for like when we really do the sit down.
Who's
But,
dying?
because I still want to know how you and Lena met. Because Lena was on my stream at first.
she just swam up in the DMs.
Lena was lit on my stream.
Hey, no comment.
And then, you know, I realized too with the chicks that came on my stream, there was hella rappers watching. I don't know if it was uploaded when it got uploaded to YouTube or live, but every chick who came on, it would be like the 5 same rappers. They'd be like, so and so hit me. I'm like, why is Soulja Boy hitting everybody from my stream?
It's kind of sad, right? It makes you realize how fucking dirty the game is.
Then I realized he was obviously keeping track. It was like an easy way to get hosts for everybody.
But you know that
Keith
these dudes
used
just
to be
go
doing it?
through who other rappers follow, and that's their game, right? I think that's like the most mainstream shit.
Probably.
But I mean, I could never follow a random ass girl.
Probably.
No.
Well, you follow random chick?
No, I don't follow any girls besides like Lena and like my employee. And I follow
You
Asian.
committed now,
I follow
man.
Asian Doll and Rico Nasty. No, but I never followed a girl.
I met Asian doll recently.
She's hot, right?
She cool?
I've never followed a girl.
Are you guys in this conversation? Or are you just gonna lurk over there?
I
I don't follow girls. You never see me follow a girl on my Instagram. Not interested in hearing any opinions because it's never happened.
Wait.
Bullshit,
So how
you've
you
never
pull these
followed
hoes then?
On your
Adam22 account.
Recently,
You own a lot of it.
We're talking about like 4 years. My personal Instagram has never followed. No, I followed Duck for like 2 months, but I
you go,
don't do it.
lie.
I don't
See?
follow
Caught a
girls.
lie.
What are you saying?
Wait, so how you pull these hoes in?
You know,
Back page.
they come to me. They fucking swim in the DMs or my girl.
Are most
you
of
know.
them in LA?
I mean, when me and my girl hook up with girls, usually it's her bringing them in. Or like we just meet so many porn stars. I meet like fans. Me and my girl have had fan threesomes.
Is it fun fucking a porn star though? Like,
Hell yeah.
That's like a job for them hoes.
I love that your type is like street thoughts.
Nah, I love amateur porn. No
yo,
cap.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Adam,
cap.
I like keeping that shit ghetto.
No, I like that about you, but it's just for me.
The fuck-
I did that. I fucked 300-pound fat chicks with the
Nah,
homies
nah,
back
nah,
when I
whoa,
was 19.
Whoa, I ain't doing that now.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
did.
fucking
I fucked
like the
morbid.
ratchet
I went
bitches.
morbid. I just want to throw that out there.
Like,
I was
actually,
morbid.
Sometimes I just like fucking just regular bitches, but they got to just be like from around the way. Like I don't want a chick who like her job is fucking sucking cock.
No, I feel you. Yeah, like one of
extreme.
my like I took a girl's virginity that I met who was selling me jeans at the mall like a couple years ago.
Man, never. Anytime a hoe tell you took her virginity, bro, never believe it, bro.
You don't believe her?
No, because somebody bamboozled me
That
off
shit
from
was
that
tight. You know, I've been bamboozled too, but they usually they come forth with it at a certain point.
Stop. A chick told me that too, and I believed it for a while until I met her boyfriend because I wifed her
Yeah.
for like 2 days. It was like real young. It was like high school. It was high school.
2 days. What? 2-day wife?
Then I met the nigga who wifed before me, and he said he took the virginity. I met the nigga who wifed before him. He said he took it. She was lying to everybody.
She's a scammer.
Scandalous.
She's a scammer, bro.
She probably ate my ass.
She was a V-card scammer, bro. She was giving out hella fake shit, man.
She from Brooklyn?
No.
I can't even imagine like fucking a girl from Brooklyn at this point in my life. If I heard that accent, I'd be all fucked up in the head from that.
That's 6'9". 6'9"
I
in
know.
Brooklyn.
I talked to a girl for a little bit from Brooklyn, and she was just straight up like, yeah, 6'9". Because I asked her, like, I always go like, you fucked any rappers? They're like, no. I'm like, you fucked anybody I know. Think about it, and that gives you a good gauge of like if they're in that
you
world.
talk to Brooklyn Thought, bro. I gotta keep it 100 with you, man. These Brooklyn Thoughts, they be sound like niggas, bro. I sound feminine to them.
Bro, that's what I
Yo, they
said.
be on some, hey, yo, son. I'm like, yo.
I was like, oh my God, you talk
Bro,
like a.
as soon
I
as
said
they
a
get
drug
into-
dealer. You talk like a drug dealer. She's like, what
As
the
soon
fuck
as
does that mean?
Yo, as soon as they start getting into this, I be on some shit like, can I see the Adam's apple? Like, yo, they sound hella mannish, bro. That's a fact.
Oh man, I know New York chicks are
York
so
bitches.
rowdy compared to fucking LA, man. Out here, this is way more curated. Yo, out there,
Yeah, how
it's
easy
like
is it to get pussy out here, though?
Brooklyn is like plentyoffish.com, and out here it's fucking Raya, that luxury app.
Or you can just stand out front of the store.
We stand outside the store just.
Wait, all right. But all these bitches, they come here like just trying to like fucking be a actress and all that shit.
Yeah,
which they
Lincoln
never gonna
Build.
be. Do you have to like sell them a dream? Like, yo, I
hell
got
no.
hella clout.
Honestly, since I had Clout, I had a girl too. So the only kinds of pussy I got since then were like popping chicks who like wanted to fuck me and my girl, and then like random ass fans.
That's not using clout.
I don't
right?
really swim around. Yeah,
I thought you were fucking like 1,000 bitches a week, dog.
I mean, I honestly,
That
I
is- that
hold
is-
back.
that
I
is
hold
the
back like
image, though.
crazy.
That's the image, bro. Like,
I hold back a lot. I kind of just let her take the lead on it for the most part.
you committed, man. That's good, bro.
I don't know how committed, but yeah, I'm something.
That's good, man. Yeah, yo, Lena gonna sock the shit out of you, bro. But I like y'all as a couple. Yo,
She's
low
gonna
key-
sock the shit out of me.
Domestic.
Yeah.
She can't tell me shit.
Well, honestly, I don't think y'all a dope couple though.
Cut that clip right there.
I like y'all as a couple.
The couple thing is good. Can you imagine if you had a famous girl right now? You and Cuban Doll.
You said Cuban doll? Nah, Cuban doll.
Black China
She
collab.
not in a
Cuban
situation.
just savage. Sorry.
No, she in a situation right now.
Okay, but if she was single, or what about? All right, we just said Asian Doll. If she was straight up, if she hit you, I want to date you for 3 months for the clout.
I
I think it'd be really good for her career. Maybe not yours so much.
No, honestly, no. It might be because I look at my channel audience, it's like 96% dudes. Like, I want some. Yo, you get a lot of women who probably fuck with you through Lena.
Yes, exactly.
Like, low key, I need like some female audience.
As soon as you have a girl, it opens you up to that female energy in a way that I could have never expected. I had no idea what was going to happen.
Story. So, when the first time I met Joe, I was like, damn, they're going to have me. Because I remember I used to roast Joe for him getting like ignored by Drake and like chasing kids with rocks. So we get on the show together and we about to do this. So we link up at this crib and we're like, all right, you know what I mean? We're going to have to build if we're going to really make this something. And I applaud him for that because like, it wasn't like, hey, let's just build when we have to go to work. Yo, come to my crib. Let's really fucking build. So I go to his crib and it's like, yo, let's go to this spot to eat. And I'm still thinking, I'm like, is Joe really hot out here, yo? So we go to this spot to like get a bite to eat. As soon as we go, we get out of the car, we walk like half a block, like 3 chicks on the other side of the street. Like, oh my God. And they run across the street. And I'm like, damn, he is lit out here in these streets like that.
Right.
That rap shit still continues.
But I feel like in Jersey, it don't take that much.
No, but here's the crazy thing. when they ran over there to him, they said, they didn't even say his name. They said, "Where's Sin?" That's his girlfriend.
Oh, right.
They literally knew him, which like, yo, he's the guy. You know what I mean?
How many
They knew
followers
him.
this girl got?
Probably like 3 million on Instagram.
Oh, hell yeah. Then she's super lit. That's crazy, yeah.
But I realized, like, it hit me. I was like, fuck. Like, that opens him up to a whole new audience. They don't know nothing about the moon music. So I was like, damn, that shit does work.
That's crazy. It happens to me all the time. I'll have a crew of 16-year-old girls run to me outside. Oh, my God, I love Lana. They're vaguely aware of the idea that I, post videos and stuff.
Look,
but
about a bit more shorty to, you know what I mean?
Turn her into a vlogger or some shit, yeah.
Word.
Why have you never made a vlog?
I don't know. Because, like, honestly, it's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
I do too much shit, man. Like, honestly, what I should do is just get a fucking crew, and my life isn't that interesting. It's a lot of stationary shit.
Right.
A lot of times, like if this was my office, I'm kicking it here with like 5 monitors, like bunch of servers and computers and mics over there and shit like that. And I'm just waiting for shit to happen, or I'm sending out shit, or I'm like reading emails. Like, it's not that exciting.
Really?
So seeing a vlog with me is like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, so you sit in a room and
That's
you
usually
kinda
why I don't vlog, why I don't do it every day, and it's only on days
you
where
go to
there's some
concerts
crazy
and
shit going on. Yeah. But like a typical day, it's like, what if I sit on stream for 5 hours and I sit there doing emails and shit for 3 hours?
And you lick your girl's ass for like 20 minutes, bro. That's the stream, bro.
That's a stream.
That's a vlog. I've seen this
Most of
nigga's
that's
vlog.
not really YouTube friendly. Yeah.
Yo, how lit was your shit when y'all made the joint saying 1 million subs and we dropped the porn?
Bro, you know what's crazy is that we just didn't put any thought into it. That it was no thought. It was just.
But as soon
she
as
said
y'all
like
said it though, it started
it
racking up.
exploded. It was like I'm looking at my fucking channel and my Instagram every day, and it's like 10,000 followers a day. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? That
You
shit.
think I should do some
exploded
shit
me
like
up.
that, or do you think like they'll kill me? Because now I'm like, you think they'll kill me for it?
Bro, I think in part, it's like it would be harder to come at me all crazy for being a sexist, misogynistic piece of shit, because there's videos of me out there getting my dick sucked by 2 girls at the same time. It's kind of like, it just puts you in a different category where it's harder to call you out when you're that ridiculous. I even had one of my like woke ass like friends who's like a writer, and he goes, honestly, he goes, I can't judge you the way I judge other people that I would shit on somebody for being misogynistic, because I think of you more like a Howard Stern type. And I was like, I
That's
like
dope,
that,
yo.
because Howard Stern's hard to go at. As bad as he is, it's like he acknowledges how fucked up he is, and that kind of protects him from some of the criticism.
Well, you came into the game kind of just the way you have been always, and you didn't try to be anybody else, really. You just have always been a scumbag. And you
Yeah, and I'm upfront about
live
it.
that life.
I seen a guy bugging out on the internet, basically like saying that I robbed him back in the day, and I
Yeah,
did.
so
I
what?
took his computer,
hell
and I'm
right.
just like, I needed your computer to get where I'm at right now. Thank you for your fucking contribution.
And
I
the next
wouldn't do
question.
that today, but
Yeah, I would do it today if I didn't have this shit going on. So suck my dick. What?
And if you can't answer, it's fine, because that's also what I think. Because I'm like, yo, imagine me like getting with like imagine me getting with a chick that's really popping or whatever, right? Or just imagine like me just having like a really public relationship. Like that shit's gonna be whatever. Yo, like the first time I met her, like we were just in the car, a Snapchat joint, like hella blogs picked up, like, yo, I'm like, damn, like I care about it that much. When you met Lena, whatever, right? Did you be like, yo, did you think business like, yo, you could be, because she's like pretty big now, right?
Yeah, but when I met her, we
Did you
both.
like sign her like, yo, fuck that?
I should have signed her.
That's some real nigga shit.
We both had about 50,000 followers when we met. So like,
But I thought your clout was like way past her, no?
I mean, probably, yeah. But like on Instagram, we both had 50,000. My YouTube might have had like 300, 400K at that time. So it's like, I was definitely like more well known than her and everything. But like, at least on Instagram, we were sort of even. So that's been kind of weird that we like blew up together. So we kind of all had like this, we had this little journey together and everything. But that is kind of how we started hanging out in the beginning. Yeah, I just smashed her the night I met her, like smashed her a few more times. But I wasn't really like thinking of her in a relationship type way.
You hit
But
without a condom the first time or no?
hell yeah. But then,
Did you come inside of her?
no.
Or you
Doubt
too
it.
safe?
No.
Let off, nigga.
Come inside her?
Bro, you say you fucking prostitute. No, not prostitute.
Porn stars, yeah, but I don't. Actually, honestly, I take great pride in my ability to control my nut, because my whole life, I'm not gonna say I always fuck without a condom, but a lot without a condom.
Yo, keep it 1,000. How many STDs you caught?
None.
That's a lie. You don't get tested, period.
I never got the good ones. I
Wait.
never got AIDS or herpes, so I feel like I'm doing all right.
Hey, are you one of them type of dudes that like your chick getting tested? Is you getting tested?
I mean, previously, but now we run through together. We'll run through the clinic together.
Yeah,
Well, it's on the way to her house from my house. So like, I'm on the way to drop her off.
okay.
Take a little half hour, go to the clinic. Do that once in a while.
Okay, that's some dope shit, yo. Hey, yo, any chat niggas up in here, man?
Yeah. Where's the CN crowd?
Man, you can say chat nigga, man, as long as it says chat before it.
No.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna clip this out.
I don't want to say it in any context. They be getting on. You know that we had that 68-year-old dude, Joseph Urban, aka Honda Deal for Vets, on Twitter. We had him on the podcast, and he said the N-word.
Yeah, didn't bleep it up.
Nah,
It was live.
it was live.
Oh.
We were streaming it. It was awkward as fuck.
People mad?
People were mad because I just didn't know what the fuck to say, and at one point I was like, I started to try to say, yeah, I feel like people might give you a pass just because you're 68 and you were in the military. But I kind of like stopped before I finished saying the 68 in the military part, and people were pissed. Like, you don't get to say who gets a piss. I don't know. I guess people were mad because I just didn't even fucking give a shit, to be honest. Like, my whole life growing up.
Hey, yo, I just had some fucking thought on my stream who claimed she was in love with X. These bitches is delusional. But like, she's some white chick. Like, but she's like 20. She kept dropping the N-word, and people was like, why don't I check her? I'm like, my nigga, like,
You're a retarded ass bitch. Who cares?
No, not even that. I get that we live in an internet age, but I'm telling you, the 19-year-old white girl says nigga these days.
Oh my God.
And people don't want to accept
People
it.
don't want to accept it.
And actually, the majority of the time they say nigga is to other white chicks.
Yeah.
They're not even talking about black people.
When I was growing up, all the white trash kids, like the really white trash kids, said the N-word because it was mostly white kids where I grew
Call
up.
them nigga, not him though. You can't call him nigga.
No,
Like,
but I don't say it. But even then, I didn't say it because I was a rap nerd. Like I was like, oh, I noticed that all these white dudes don't say it, so I'm not gonna say it. Then I moved to New York. Every white kid said it when I moved to New York.
Is there like
2004?
Well, you don't gotta tell me if like it's not public, but
What?
is there like a video of you ever saying it? Because like
don't
the
think so.
Keemstar shit, like
No,
because
no.
they would definitely if they found that. Twitter's having a blast with that. You're
I
trending.
was thinking about that the other day. Man, I'm glad
Yo,
I never
he's
said that in some
racist.
weird ass way, even
Good
as
thing
a
you never
joke
said
or
it when somebody
anything.
was
No.
recording, you know what I mean?
There was a clip one time where I was quoting a Future lyric, and I said it, but it was like I'm like sitting there going like this when I say it, so I'm not really that worried about that. I don't know. It's not.
As long as you do this, it means like yo, I'm literally just.
But bro, I've had mad white people say the N-word on my podcast. Why does this keep happening to me? Riley Reid, porn star, V Nasty, the rapper, this old ass car salesman now, and then Andy Milanakis said it, but somehow nobody noticed or cared.
It's Andy though.
It's weird because like it's not all the way cool, and I would never sit here and be like, yo, it's cool for anybody to say it, but it depends on the person, it depends on how they say it, depends on the context they keep using it. Yeah. Well, not even only that, but like it depends on like who they consistently use it towards. Like as I was saying, there's a lot of white chicks. They use the N-word towards other white chicks or white dudes. Am I gonna sit there and be like, yo, I'm super offended that you're not even talking about me, you're just using a word that historically. So I'm like, it's really, it's like a gray area.
I don't say it, but I'm also not gonna necessarily
Bad
like
Baby can't say it,
freak
though.
out.
Bad Baby
Yeah,
can't.
oh, yeah, she definitely can. But I'm not gonna freak out on somebody for saying it because I feel like that's not my thing to get mad on other people's offense. Like when the 68-year-old fucking war vet said it, I was just kind of like, whatever. It's not. I tried to call him out on it, but it's not really my thing to raise a fuss about. If black people want to raise a fuss about it, that's kind of their thing.
Yo, Adam, man, are you going to get on this goddamn mumble rap tape with me or not, man?
Good question.
I mean, oh man, now that you say it publicly,
Hey,
you write the N-word in the lyrics for me.
I want a hook. I want a hook for me. I want a hook. I feel like ASAP Bari on the Skepta song.
Fire.
It ain't safe on the block, not
Yeah.
even for the cut. I could maybe do something like that.
you want to do it. I'm dead ass.
If you're gonna do this, I might. Yeah, am I gonna be the only white guy on it?
Yeah.
Oh, we lit then. All right,
Adam should be the
yeah, I
guy
got to
who
do it
goes,
then.
Yeah,
Son,
you
where'd
gonna
you
get a
find
feature.
this?
Everything's gonna be super. It's gonna be great, man. I'm telling you, like
Ooh.
that is the thing that
How do you feel the hype is for your album?
I don't even know, man. Like sometimes I'd be like, yo, nobody cares about me.
Really?
But you know what? Though? It's like it's one of those things that I don't know. Like you've been doing your thing for a long time, and maybe like you start doing new things that kind of
Challenge
that,
you a little bit.
Not only challenge, but that keep that passion still in it, and also challenge. You're right. And this is one of those things. You don't want to just become like, oh yeah, I do these things, and I could almost do it with my eyes closed. So like my passion starts to dwindle, and now you're looking like, if it wasn't like the money to pay the bills or whatever, I fucking wouldn't. And then shit starts slipping by because you're like, I don't care. So with me, I'm like, let me look for shit that's like
new shit to try.
Yeah.
But don't you feel like rapping is the one thing that everybody does? And I feel like, if anything, I feel kind of lucky that I'm involved in the culture in a way. I've never rapped on a serious level, you know, and it's like I just don't have that out there. Now all of a sudden Black China is gonna rap, and you know everybody's gonna rap, and it's like I at least have that to hold on to. It's like, well, at least I never rapped.
Well, no, I agree with you with that, but like that's why the way I'm taking it, like I could never go back and do the Warren Chirac. That was, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best and edgy content I've ever done. Right? You know what I mean? It was so fucking dope to like just the audience. Like hella people who won't admit it, especially publicly. Y'all called Ugly Guy the other day, and like he was just watching my old Warren Chirac shit. And these are news-based story, but like he was like, yo, this shit's just funny, right? So I've been looking for like how can I bring satire into what I'm doing, into a dope way, but it can't be Warren Chirac. And I'm like, I could definitely be like a parody rapper, and it'll almost play better than the Warren Chirac because the motherfuckers who hate me for Warren Chirac, they hate me for promoting these rappers too. So I'll kind of make a joke of it in a little sense, but it'll make fun. It'll be fun.
Let me ask you this: is that I heard you say that you used to do what, like 6 or 7 videos a day, and then you cut it down to like 1 or 2? Is that like because the money doesn't matter as much anymore, or is that just not where your passion's at?
Nah, not even. Like when I used to do that many videos a day, it was like, truth be told, I had a full-time job, and like,
you were doing that.
Yeah, I
Wow.
had a chick, everything, and it was just trying to like get on. And that time with YouTube, like it was just put out the most amount of content. Like YouTube goes through changes. Like, yo, 10 videos a day, you good. But now it's all about, it's not even about that. Like you could flood your way out of this shit. You get me? Now I'm realizing that, yo, you get the joints that matter and also the quality. You feel me? Because I would be mailing in stories on some shit. You get me? Like, like I would do a story that I really didn't even care about, but I'm like, it should be reported. Now I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just throw that on Instagram and let the people talk about it. Like, why am I gonna make a video about this?
Did Instagram and shit kind of change it in your mind? Because it's like, if it's a silly little story, you can just do the Instagram video. Yeah.
Because I used to be making like, why the fuck am I gonna be making stories about some shit that I'm like, yo, I can't even seriously have a dialogue with. You know what I mean? Especially with Everyday Struggle too. It's kind of like, yo, if you're gonna talk about some shit, it has to be something that people could really indulge in.
Right.
You can't just talk about some silly shit. You feel me? Like,
And okay, but at the point that you were saying,
Like,
I remember
for example,
you made like 8 videos about Rico Reckless versus Soulja Boy.
oh yeah, that was lit.
But was that like, shit, I can make 8 videos about this, and I'm gonna make X amount of dollars for each video, so fuck it, I'm making 8 videos about this.
No, with that is that me, and if you look how I really did my shit on YouTube, I treat my shit like storylines. Once I start covering you, I cover you forever. Until like I just say I'm done with you. That's what I did with even the Warren Chirac. And for a lot of these, like even now, like when 2 artists, say even Trippie and Tekashi, they're going back and forth. They're going back and forth on my Instagram page. Like I'm like almost in the middle of it. You get me? So I gotta cover every little thing because it's also happening on my platforms or my discussion platforms. So with the Rico Reckless shit and on Soulja Boy, I remember Rico Reckless hit me up because Soulja Boy was on a warpath for a little bit, right? Hit me up and he said, yo, he says, I remember because Soulja had said something to me because about some Airbnb shit, right? He was like, yo, show us where you live. And I was like, no. Imagine somebody like, yo, Adam, show us where you live.
No. I'll do a lot of things besides that. Yeah.
So
you should see my dick, but you can't see my house.
He hit me up and then he was like, yo, he's like, I got this nigga for you. I got this song, blah, blah, blah. And I said, fuck it. You know what I mean? It does suit me. Shit, it gets me out of this shit in terms of like him trying to focus on, let me see your crib. I'm like, so I threw his shit up there, and then it turned into this whole thing. Rico Reckless is like, I'm pulling up to LA to your Airbnb. So at that point, I have to make a video. And at that, you see, at that point, because I was really home for the whole thing, it wasn't like, oh, I was making a video at 4 o'clock while 10 things happened. It was like, well, a post goes up, video. Another post up, video.
Yeah.
You get me? Now, like, I sum up 10 things in one video.
Yeah.
You get me? So now you get a more wrap up. Before then, you would have to watch 10 videos, and you could probably get a nice little summation with the same amount of comedy if I did a video at the end of the day. It's like, I mean, I'm trying to think who does it.
Hey, let me throw this at you though. What Ebro and Rosenberg were kind of saying is that they think that you've hitched yourself to the Tekashi 6ix9ine bandwagon too much, and that you are putting yourself in a risky position there. From your perspective, it's like he's the hottest artist out of New York in a long ass time. What bad could come of it? But are you conscious of that? Are you thinking?
Not even that. Like, I'm not saying wrong. I don't want to hear none of these outlets. You see these outlets because they have I talk to some of these artists. They would never do a Hot 97 interview. You could talk about like. X ain't never gonna do a Hot 97 interview.
True.
You get me? So yeah,
that's
you could
smart on his part.
You could have a whole your whole day is you talking about. They have a 4-hour show. Yo, X said he's better than Tupac. You're talking about. You'll never talk to him. He talked to me. You get me? Now I'm going back, and that's what I'm talking about with the platforms being changed. X probably talked to you too, right? We go back like 2 decades ago. My nigga, look at
Yeah, it's crazy how that situation switched, huh?
Look at Jay-Z versus Nas. Hot 97 didn't pick a favorite. They damn near blackballed another motherfucker on some shit. No, this is our guy. Now I get it. I'm never comparing Tekashi to Jay. But what I'm saying is that outlets have always, when they have people at their disposal, they have used that person to fucking get content, get interviews, get whatever. So that's why certain people are like, oh, whatever, you're cool with X or whatever. I'm like, yo, if y'all had the access, y'all would be too. They don't fuck with you. Don't get mad at me. You've done it before. I could point out multiple examples of you doing it. Y'all did it with 50. Y'all did it with Jay. And again, I guess the conversation can get twisted. As you mentioned last, you're like, okay, cool. Say something happens. Yo, every time when I talk to Tekashi, I tell him, I'm never encouraging him to do his own shit. I tell him, I'm like, nigga, you shouldn't be saying this about LA. He's making decisions on his own.
Right.
You feel me? So at that point, he's doing what he does. People just they only react to it because it seems like that person only fucks with me.
Right.
Like I hit Tekashi up, and again, the whole thing with Tekashi, he credits me or it seems, for like his career getting that rejuvenation when he thought it was done. I hit him up and I asked him because I wanted him to do the press run. You know what I mean? I said, yo, you ain't gonna do these outlets, and he says, yo, he's like, you want me to do them? He's like, I only talk to you. Like if these outlets who are mainstream, old and antiquated, if they had exclusive relationships with most of the artists who really drive their movement, it would be a whole different ball game. But these new artists don't respect them.
Right.
You get me? So you know what happens? They work through labels to get a Lil Xan interview, right? And then when they get a Lil Xan interview, they play him, and then they use that clickbait to fuel their audience.
Yeah.
So again, it's like don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, because like I'm in a pretty similar position to yours. Just thinking about it, like you and 6ix9ine, he's right there in New York. Me, I got like Xan and Pump. Like I could kick it with them anytime. I've done a million videos about them.
Been hitting up 6ix9ine trying to interview him.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They've been doing it. So yo,
same thing with Pump. He won't fucking do anything on camera with anybody. He don't even want to do it with me.
I told 6ix9ine, I said, yo, why you ain't do them outlets first week? He said, I don't want to do them first week.
Yeah.
Now, if I was on stream and I called him up anytime, like, and again, you know what I mean? It's a different type of, I guess, relationship just because he feels I helped him so much. Like, this shit that happened at LAX, like the TMZ guy, he got paid a while back for the guy who filmed, like, even the interview afterwards and filmed that shit. But, like, 6ix9ine was hitting me, like, immediately because he's like, I want you to report it before TMZ. He's like, yo, I really fuck with you. Like, I understand you're a media outlet. Like 6ix9ine, yesterday he called me because, you know, he got, like, hella songs on the Billboard chart. And he's like, yo, it's like a surreal moment for me. He's like, yo, it's like, you know how crazy this is? A year ago, I was going to work, and I used to come home every day to listen to you. Yeah. Every day. He says, a year later, I actually have the opportunity where I could hit you, and now I'm like a fucking Gummo went platinum, and I'm like, he had a big debut. That's like big for him. You get me? So like, for those new artists, they fuck with me. And so I be seeing those outlets, and I'm like, if I didn't feel like all y'all shit y'all was saying was like just masked in hate, I would really listen to y'all. But if y'all like could have the relationships with these artists that don't respect your platform, you would too.
And you know what it is too is that at the end of the day, I'm not really interested in a lot of the major outlets and their opinions on the scene or whatever, because they find out about rappers when they got 1 million followers. You know, they find out about Zan or Skies or whoever through this shit. Like, nah, I know these kids when they have 20,000 and 10,000 followers or whatever. So it's like the reason why that they will actually fuck with us after the fact is just because of the fact that we were down to help them out even when it wasn't so obviously advantageous to us,
Of course.
Let's look at this chat. I gotta piss, actually. I'll be right back.
Hey.
Harass my boys.
Fuck you guys.
Let's get that wood sparked. What's up? Yeah.
People keep calling you Henny. What was it? Henny-demics? That was a good name.
Akademiks, as it should be.
Chris Long looks like weed.
Man, so how y'all stream usually is, man. Y'all just like keep it chill. Look like y'all keep it chill.
We
Oh,
just
shit,
cool.
you should-
Usually,
things.
people
Whatever
kind of just
happens,
coming
yeah.
out of here, and we just kind of. It's usually me and Adam, and then everybody just kind of mixes in and out, and then we smoke a lot of weed. By the end of it, like 4 or 5 hours in, me and Adam are so fucking stoned. It's so
Bunch of
fucking.
girls will just randomly roll up.
It's so hard to get through at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, yo.
Adam Instagrams, he's always like, pull up. And people literally pull up. They knock on the back door. We gotta put a sign that says no knocking on the back door. It's just mad annoying.
Oh, shit.
Melrose.
You gonna open the door with a
with
fucking gun in fucking someone's face?
Yeah.
Shit.
Why you mad quiet? Are you
Yo,
depressed?
hold on, yo.
No.
Since everybody know where y'all be at, like, y'all don't worry, like, somebody pull up with some
Pull up
wrong
on.
energy?
Never happened.
No, we're
No,
good.
we
We got
good.
guns here.
Yeah.
There's mad guns here.
Always have guns here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right, y'all got it on there.
Taser guns.
There's straps here.
Yeah, all right, cool. All
Don't
right,
you
just like-
worry,
Tattoos,
academics.
tattoos,
Don't you worry.
See, I'm moving right now. Like, I be like in and out of LA. You know what I mean? When I be coming with like, you see, Adam,
10
like,
guns?
No.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
check
listen.
in? 'Cause that's a question for you. You always asking people check
Yeah.
in. You got
Grape
people to check in
Street,
with,
Grape
right?
Street Act.
Again, I think that's the gang members to keep it 100. But like with me, I look at myself as a rapper. Period. Like in terms of how I got to move and everything. Like I can't, you know what I mean? Like I'll come on some like low key shit. Like I just like like I ask you where you at, that just popped up. I don't really give time done because I'm here like super low key. But like if niggas was knew I was gonna be in town, nigga, I'm gonna roll like a rapper.
Right.
And the thing is, people be thinking it's scared, but yo, if you know how these rappers roll, they roll with 10 people.
Hell
Why
yeah.
the fuck? People be thinking that the rapper who's talking smack is by himself. He's with 10 niggas. So again,
Yeah.
you gotta meet his 10 with your 10. That's just how it is.
Match up.
Nah, yeah.
And I'm always on like defense or prevention mode because I really don't want to get into those type of things. Like I got a lot of like corporate situations.
I
that-
don't know that Chris Long a real killer.
No cap. Chris Long, just stay, no cap. My boy, stay with it on. Bust your ass.
That's what
Oh,
I'm,
man.
that's what I'm talking about.
Big Phil.
You out, Phil? Yeah, bro.
Store's closed. Don't come buy shit.
Yeah.
We've had like people order pizza and shit and send it to us.
Oh,
Bring
people
that
always
up.
stay ordering us pizzas. I'm good.
Pizzas. Or Adam would buy us
I get
food
too high.
sometimes.
So it's not even like a favor.
We
Nah,
got a few free ones.
Hey,
But,
whoever who said that, me and Nipsey, we talked on the phone already. Like we talked.
what, MTV?
No, Nipsey.
Oh, Nipsey. You
Yeah,
did
like-
talk.
Yeah,
Oh,
we-
that's good.
Yeah,
He
we
asked for
talked
promo?
yesterday.
I've been waiting on the Nipsey interview. You're supposed to been doing it a couple times. Oh yeah, free Hesh too. Hesh got locked up for the glizzy, so there's another one
Yeah.
down. Yep,
Matter of time, right?
homie that hangs
fuck
out
with
there.
him.
Yeah, he got caught with a gun the other day. I don't know what happened.
Yo, why
Exposed.
rappers
I don't
not
fuck
just
with
having a
exposed.
gun
I don't fuck
carry?
with
Like, you know what I mean?
That's not. Well, he ain't even a rapper. He's just a guy. So that's probably why. He,
Okay,
You
I
know.
bet.
What part did you make Jersey from, Mac?
Jamaica, Jersey.
I'm Jamaica Jersey too. That's
Nigga,
so
we on
crazy.
air. The fuck is you talking about? Which part I'm from?
Oh.
Nigga, I'm from the whole state.
look at that. Look at this stream and donation so far.
That's dope,
But I
man.
gotta listen to all those songs after.
When that happens, I'm dipping. I'm dipping, man. Yo, I'm not. Yo, we definitely have to have that official like.
Yeah. Because I want to go the whole way from the early days on YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
Because okay, this is a very important question. Who do you think of as the person that you want to kind of be like, somebody who came before you? Because when I look at you, I kind of think of you as like the next iteration of Q from World Star in a way. In terms of just realizing what the internet was going to be and harnessing that energy real early on and building something.
Yeah. I mean, I think in some sense, I feel like, yo, with me, it's like it's like such a mixed bag because I think I got the platform, and then I think also it's the personality too. You feel me? Like, all right, in terms of the platform, it might be the Q, and then in terms of like personality,
Personality
you know what I
too.
mean?
That's another side of it. Yeah.
That might, you know what I mean? Shit, it might be the iteration, the new age iteration of the star Charlemagne, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? But it's just this version and just me. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's only if I had to like really compare to people because, like, if you look at me and those people now, like, we're super different.
Have you thought about going more high production quality on your own personal channel, or are you down sticking with the GIFs for now? GIFs, I forget which one it is.
I'm kicking like that for now because
It's just easy.
nah, it's not only that. It's just like it's just like a formula pattern. You feel me? Like that's just my shit. You feel me? So I like to keep that. Yo, I have a lot of other shows which is gonna be super high production. Like I think Everyday Struggle introduced me to that world to be like, hey, listen, cool. You can have like 10 people like really produce some really dope shit. They'll put it out at a particular time. All you got to do is do the content and deal with the.
But it makes you
creative stuff.
appreciate how easy your shit is. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. Those things will be to come, but like other than that, like I just like kicking it easy and quick and whatever.
Yeah, because I think all the time about, kind of doing more here, set it up more official for the interviews and stuff. But then at the same time, it's like people fell in love with the shit when I was filming all with my iPhone,
Hey, let me tell you this. Just like I like porn. Keep it ghetto, bro. Keep it ghetto. Keep it ghetto.
I can't say enough about how much I love knowing that that's your type because I've never even thought of looking up Detroit Thotty.
Clips for sale.
I
is
might have
fire,
them on
too.
my phone. I'm not sure.
Bro, that's fire.
Yo, I always search that.
Sometimes I go to Wendy's and I'm like looking at the cashier, the like 19-year-old cashier, like, I kind of want to smash, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. But yeah, when it comes to if I had to pick the kind of girl that I'm gonna fuck tomorrow, it would probably be a porn star, not a 19-year-old Wendy's cashier.
I thought.
So when you say hard on thoughts, you're really going hard on thoughts.
No. You see, hard on thoughts is different. It's like a philosophy. It's like you gotta know. You gotta not get finessed by a chick. You feel me? Like we're in the age of like a chick could just have bomb pussy and look good and just like get the world. Like Rob Kardashian got finessed by that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So what I mean hard on thought is that you have to realize that you gotta treat her as she is. You feel me? So not like you just don't give a fuck about her, you mistreat her, or some people think it's like you abuse chicks, never that. But like you make sure she's not taking advantage of you. You get me?
Yeah.
That's it. Because, dudes these days, like, especially with Instagram, man, like, it takes nothing for a chick to get, like, 1 million followers. She could have a fat ass and, like, big titties and just take thirst. It's easy. However, if you a dude, like me, I don't know what you think about yourself. Nigga, I'm an ugly nigga, bro. For me to make it, dog, it took a lot.
I ain't no Johnny Depp. I feel you, yeah.
I had no advantages in life. There was nothing that said, "Oh man, Akademiks,
gonna do it.
Man, you so fucking handsome. Let's just get you popping." No,
There's
it was
hope for
like,
me.
But when you look back at that time period, do you look back at it like
it makes me resent chicks who get it hella easy because how they look.
Well, I just don't necessarily like them putting themselves on the level of me as if we've done the same thing.
But
you're well known. You're well known from showing your vagina.
When they got the same followers and it feels like their influence is the same.
I hate that.
It's the worst.
Now, I'm not knocking it because that's a hustle. But, you know what I mean? While you're in that position, I don't like being misused. Right? Like, you shouldn't be misused because a chick has these, whatever. Because, like, you could never, ever, when you were not who you were, you could never get those opportunities.
It's a fact. It's a shortcut. It's so easy for them to fucking sort of jump.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Throw that fat booty on
Fuck women.
Instagram.
Women suck.
Take a little.
$2. Ack, I'm buying you a shot of Henny. Take the shot. Do you know how much a shot of Henny costs in LA? It's not
shit.
$2. It's at least 6, maybe 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah.
Depends on what part of LA.
Ack hangs out at Bushwick strip clubs. True or false? You go to strip clubs?
Y'all went to a strip club with Joe Budden, man. I realized that motherfucker
man.
threw no money, bro.
He what?
He threw no money. That was great.
Oh
get a
yeah,
lot
you
of
don't
bad
gotta throw
bitches,
money.
though.
Fuck that.
I went to a strip club one time. Well, this is when like the fame was just starting to really kick in because again, I've always been a household name, but Everyday Struggle put the face out there. I go in the club, they say, "Oh shit, Akademiks." Everybody's like, "Oh shit." So now, motherfucker, I went to the ATM. I took out as much as I could without my card saying at the limit. And everyone's like, oh shit, that's like, yo, I felt forced to throw the money. I was like, this bitch look fucking trash, but I gotta throw money. because it's like that perception of, like, when people start seeing you, like, you're a celebrity to them. And they expect you're super rich. You're fucking a millionaire, which I'm not IRS. I'm not a millionaire. And
You're not?
I'm not. The IRS is listening. I'm not a millionaire. I pay myself a salary. I make $72,000 a year.
72?
Yeah, I pay myself a salary. You don't pay yourself a salary from your company?
I mean, I do my
company,
thing,
I
but
can't speak on my company makes. That's, you know what I
the
mean?
company, yeah.
But I pay myself a salary. You know what I mean?
72. Interesting.
You know,
Okay.
You don't. You gotta get your tax shit in order, man. Pay
No,
yourself.
I'm working on that right now.
Listen, have your no jumper as a company.
As long as,
Adam.
I never had a payroll. I always just been taking whatever I need out of it. Yeah.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, but
I
then
thought you had all. So how
I
you
finally
get-
got a manager. They're making me fucking get all the shit in order now.
Oh no. Yeah, I put myself on payroll.
Yeah, but 72.
Yo, I got a bunch of people who, like, I never met them, but like they work for me like around the States. They get paid. I mean, salute to them.
Yeah.
But
I like your one intern girl. What's her name?
Yes.
Yaz. She cool.
I think she was trying to have a threesome with you in Atlanta, bro.
I kind of felt like she was into me when I first met her.
Word? No, I'm playing.
But she like a fucking.
She probably listening to this right now. Like,
But you know,
no,
she a New York type girl.
Yeah,
so it's like I don't even know how to read them at this point.
bro, you just gotta be forward with them. They blunt.
Yeah.
You gotta be blunt. Like, are you forward?
Yeah. But you know, she I think.
Are you one of those whip the dick out type of dudes or no?
Hell no. No.
Allegedly.
No, allegedly.
Yeah, I'm super interested. Yo, I really want to know. Yeah, how did you kick it off? Like, did she just kind of know
She
this?
just okay.
Whip that shit out.
This is the whole thing with her.
Yeah,
is
she
that
claims I whipped it out, but I ain't whipped it out. That's a lie.
whipped
She's
it
like-
out. I can never whip it out.
whip it
Well,
out.
sometimes I'll be making out with her. My dick gets so hard that all of a sudden it's
come
like
out.
by my nipples and shit. I'm like, hey, yeah, there's a dick here.
Stop
Sorry.
jacking it, man. You act like it's huge, yo. That shit.
No, but it's like
That
belly.
shit's like choking
It's
you.
purple. It's belly button height.
He said, nigga, I seen you on Pornhub.
No,
nigga.
she just DM'd me
Word.
because she had listened to my podcast with Dylan Francis, the EDM DJ, because she don't know shit about rap.
But did she DM me the fuck? Like, how did you know?
No,
Like,
she
it's like
DM'd me like, oh, I want to like, you know, get an interview going for this thing or whatever. But then this is how I know that she trash. No offense, Lana, I love you. But she's fucked up because I responded and then she just wrote like, I can't believe you responded. I'm like, oh, when I think about that now, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
No. That's
not
one of those-
good.
Well, actually, the last bitch who did that would be like, yo, she can't
I
believe
love you,
I,
baby.
I responded. She fucking exposed me. I was sleeping and shit like that. I should have knew, bro.
That was-
Like,
I saw that.
I remember I hit her. Like when I responded, she'd be like, "Oh my god, my pussy's wet. I can't believe you responded. Oh my god, it's act."
Oh my
and I was
God.
Like, and I was still in that period of like, oh shit. Like, wait, bitches think I'm cute? Like, even though I couldn't even see that was a cloud. I was like, yo, wait, yo, these hoes think I'm cute? I was like, yo, fuck it. So after that, you know what I mean? But that bitch, like, every time I fucked her, and me, nigga, I don't know about y'all. As soon as I fuck a chick, man, I'm sleeping, bro. I work too hard. So as soon as I bust a nut, I'm fucking sleeping.
But do you ever have them try to rob you or anything once you fell asleep?
Nah, I'm not fucking those type of hood.
I ain't
It's a different
falling
type of
asleep.
thought.
I ain't falling asleep. I gotta get them the fuck out of there before I fall asleep.
Yeah, I got.
Unfortunately.
You know what? I got a homie
If
that
you want to
do
fuck a
that.
bitch,
Nah,
you do it here. You do it in the store, so you don't gotta have them in your house.
no. Well, no, I get a hotels. Hotel.
Then that's
I mean,
good, too.
I ain't gonna lie. My
Quick $100
Expedia points are
boom.
lit.
Chris
Yeah.
Long,
My
Rob,
Expedia-
remember?
No, but
That's smart with the hotel.
yeah, never bring them to the crib.
Never.
Never. They shouldn't even know where you live.
And you don't even have a girlfriend and you care that much?
I mean, I did at one point.
Interesting.
You know, I fucked him a little bit.
Hey, did you ever fuck the stripper that night from the strip club?
Who?
When you was talking about your first with Joe Budden in the strip club.
Oh.
Nah, man, yo, he gave me the stripper that like I don't even like. So okay, so we go in, we kicking it, blah blah blah. Actually, she was with me, super drunk. Had to get the fuck out of there. I put her in the Uber. She fucking throws up in the Uber. I'm like, fuck. I bring my car around. I want to tell you, I drive a Mazda 3. She throws up my car. I was about to fucking strangle her. So I said, my man, I said, yo, get her home. I couldn't believe she was throwing up my car. I had to get a detail, but it was all right. My car is my kids. Anyway, so me and Joe, we just kicking in there. He said, yo, let's go upstairs to this private shit. We go up there. He says, I'll be right back. He goes down. He gets like 3 or 4 bitches. I'm like, oh, it's about to be-
Birdman hand rubs.
You know why? You know why Birdman hand rubbing? Because Joe know these hoes by their first name,
Yeah,
not
he's
even their
lit
stripper
out
name.
in Jersey,
yo, he not
bro.
even call him like, yo, Toyota, Mercedes.
so
You've been in the game
Lexus.
too long.
Bro, he
He
called
knows
these
it.
niggas like, yo, Michelle, come here, girl. Like, he called
He's
him like
so
a
lit
real
out
fucking
there.
name. Like, you know what I mean? So they come up, And I'm like, I bet. And then he gives me the fucking worst one. And I'm like,
Really?
yeah.
Were you
know what I mean?
pissed?
A little low key.
See, I'm fucked up
No,
because
no,
I
no,
don't.
low-key,
Fucking
and
the
then-
worst one don't sound that bad to me.
If they're at a strip club, what kind of strip club was
strip
it?
club. Who gives a fuck?
What kind of strip club was it?
I'm here to do something gross.
No. This is what
You feel
happened.
me?
This is what happened. So the chick, like, so I'm sitting on this thing, right? And this is no, I'm not blaming Joe for nothing. So she comes over to me and she was like, hey, how old are you? I guess she didn't know what I was. She's like, hey, how old are you? Yeah. I was like, yo, I'm 26. She was like, you're a baby. I was like, this bitch was like 40, bro. Like,
Was she Spanish with Spanish strippers?
yeah, I was like, this is like 40 though. Yo, so she looking at me like it's like Black China with Wife and Almighty J. She looking at me like she don't even like, yo, I gotta. This might be
Wait,
statutory.
is Joe Budden single right now?
No, he got a big.
People just dropping that in the chat. Yeah, he just had a baby.
Yeah,
Nah. He got a committed girl. He wasn't doing nothing in the club other than
Yeah.
just like throwing a little money.
Yeah.
Niggas be trying to fuck up happy
Reach.
homes.
They trying to reach,
You see
man.
these niggas
They trying to reach.
Yo, but man,
Was it the Meadowlands, like the strip club by there?
Nah, he had this low key spot. It was like a low key spot. So it wasn't like, yo, we go in there. It was like, yo, spotlight, Joe Budden Academics in the corner. It wasn't like that. So you know what I mean. But we go up there, and I'm like, as soon as she said that, I was like, damn, this chick acting like I'm like some child. Like you know what I mean. Like she feel like she's wrong.
That's like
fucking-
older Spanish strippers, like in Jersey. That's how they be
man.
like, you baby.
Yo, she say you're a baby, and I'm like, bitch, how old are you?
how old are you?
Yeah, so like she fucking like starts giving me whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like even then, I think and Joe was like throwing some money and shit. That's when he finally got money. It's the first time I seen him throw money. But
I
fine.
don't throw money. Fuck all that shit.
He throwing money and then like he puts his phone on. Chick probably, I don't know, like as soon as he put the phone on, she was like, oh shit, chill. Because there was like a bunch of other strippers. I don't know what the fuck, man.
He started filming in the strip club.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that, even if you're Joe Budden. I don't think.
He's Joe Budden. He's
Yeah.
Joe
No,
Budden.
but he was like, first of all, you know the internet perception of me is like, yo, act, whatever. It's the same reason why every time I'm with a girl. Yeah, that's why to keep it real, any chick who gets with me is gonna be a star. Because the internet is so in disbelief.
If you
that I
wife
get
her, if you put her out there, you post a picture with her.
Tag her a few
Hell yeah.
times. Yeah.
She popping.
You got it.
right there.
About to make her a star?
She got a trippy red hat on. How you feel about that? You buy her that?
I was thinking that
Did that
the
come
whole
with the
time.
plaque? Did that come with the plaque?
Yeah, that's my habit, but she right. You know what I
Ah.
mean? As long as she don't act up.
Who you think is gonna make the XXL this year?
Hakim's like, who you think you're gonna make that? Who
you think?
My fellow Jamaican, huh?
Yo, you know what? Low key, I'm offended that me and you, we don't get like a fucking
vote?
like.
A vote. That would make.
No, real talk.
Have you thought about doing your own list? Because I definitely have.
Me too. I think
It's a lot to bite off.
again back to the little coalition shit. If XXL make a list and it'd be like, okay, that's XXL list, but then these are the fucking new wave Avengers, Akademiks, Adam, and like a couple other people, Throw Cole Bennett, Fantano, and somebody else. You tell me that wouldn't have more like. Because they're picking all the people that we fucking
Exactly.
made.
It's almost like we're making the decisions in a way. Well, I don't feel like I'm making the decision. I feel like you got to listen to the streets because like you could promote somebody, some random motherfucker. You could promote them all day for the rest of the fucking year. It won't matter. You can't just make somebody hot by talking about them. Like they gotta be doing it. Whether it's the fuck shit, whether it's the music. Like Tekashi 6ix9ine, end of the day, huge hit records. Fuck out of here. If that list doesn't have him, that list is trash.
Yo, you know what's funny? Yo, that nigga's tweaking, bro.
Why?
Yo, first off, I brought him to Complex. That's when
It got weird.
I brought him to Complex. We did like some skit or whatever. But I will tell you, like the mainstream outlets, I do know I hit them up. They're on that shit where like, yo, we don't want to even touch you too much. But here's the thing. We left Complex. This motherfucker's like, yo, let's just walk through New York City. And I'm like, dude, what do you want right now? We actually did it though. And the whole time I told him, I said, yo, I gotta keep it 100 with you. A nigga pull up on you and fade you for some shit you said, I'm definitely filming it, and I'll probably do the video in the Uber back to the.
And what if they start punching you too? Like start punch the camera out of your hand, beat your ass too.
Now they're gonna be too occupied with him.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably not as sweet as you think it is. Like you're the Suge Knight of this thing. Like he might be Tupac, but you're Suge.
You think I should
You're
get
part of it.
You think I should get like security when I'm in?
Nah, but
but
I think he's crazy for walking around New York. Like maybe downtown Manhattan a little bit. You in the
be
touristy
tweaking.
areas,
be
touristy areas maybe, but you're still gonna have a motherfucker run.
Yeah. Like one day we were gonna go to the shoe place because like they were gonna give us free shoes or whatever. Motherfucker hops out the car, goes to the bank, gets like 50,000 out and fucking like has in his hand and fucking hugs the whole block. And I'm like, this nigga's really tweaking. Nigga, I'm in a car,
What the
doors
fuck?
locked. I'm like, yo, first of all, I'm taking a chance not being out here without security, but I don't feel like I need security like that in New York.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? In LA, I don't really know what's
But
going
at the
on.
same time, if I were you, all right, if for me, I would not walk down the block here. Like, I wouldn't walk like 5 blocks that way unless I has like a big dude with me that's gonna fucking fight with me.
You have security?
No.
Chris Sloan.
I got friends who have guns, but that's about it. Not Chris.
Wait,
but
you don't got a pistol?
I do, but I'm not like dragging it around with me. Like, I'm not gonna walk around with it sticking in the back of my pants.
Why not?
Because that's illegal. I don't have a concealed carry
Smoke a
permit.
nigga, bro, get your clout up.
I know. I have thought about how crazy that would be
What?
if I
Yo,
shot somebody.
Imagine if I actually did the story on it.
Oh, I wish Pump had hit the fool that he shot at.
Come on, man. Pump was shooting the ants, roaches, and fucking like.
Bro, no, I heard
Come on,
that
man.
story.
Nah, man.
I heard that story from a bunch of people.
Damn.
Yeah, come on, man.
I mean, shooting at a door is still pretty stupid, but
Bro, he's playing with a fucking gun, not realizing safety. Not. There's nobody trying to rob Pump. Cut it out.
why not? Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry.
You might think
My
you can
nigga.
get over on him or
My
something.
nigga, it's Lil Pump. Do you think Lil Pump is living the place where people are running up?
Listen,
First of all,
yes.
you don't even like.
All I'm saying is I heard the
Adam.
story from not him, but a bunch of other people who were there.
Yeah, because they fucking fabricated this shit. And
You
I'm
think they're
cool
just
with-
sitting around in the studio lying to try to trick me so that I could say it right here?
Why did he get locked up then?
Because,
He fabricated this shit.
okay, number one, he's not even old enough to own a gun.
No. If a 5-year-old picks up a fucking blicky when niggas run in and shoots, they're not gonna lock him up for touching a gun. They're gonna say, "Congrats, here's a fucking medal." But when they realize that they can't prove nobody ran up on you, yeah, they're gonna lock you up, nigga.
Hey, I don't know. I heard my story, and I feel like I've probably already incriminated. I hope this isn't used in a court of law, but I mean, I don't know. That is the main thing. But well, either way, okay. Say he wasn't locked up for shooting the gun. He would still get locked up for possession.
No, it wasn't. Yo, if I'm in a crib, I don't care whose crib it is, and you run up and I take the gun and I shoot at you, I'm not getting locked up for possession.
But what if there really wasn't video
Now
footage
what
of
happened
it?
with Ben J?
Man, is this nigga in on the goddamn conspiracy, man?
Not-
Pump didn't.
To me, the video evidence is the whole story because there's probably a camera in the hallway.
That's why they locked him up.
I don't know.
All right, fuck it. You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm over here trying to be on some new shit when I realize that's not the
You gonna
best shit
take
for
this little
trolling.
clip and
Oh,
put it-
so that's like, do you think your mind
yeah.
has been permanently altered by like the way you view things with the news?
Yeah, no. I
Interesting.
play because I love the troll shit with Pump. Like when Pump says, "I'm only signing for over 20 million,"
Right.
it's like I want to support him on social media. Now, when I make a video about it, I got to keep it 100. That I've spoken to a lot of executives
Yeah.
that says the max offer for him was 6 million. You know what I mean? But that's not as nice on social media.
That's not as
So I
fun,
want to
yeah.
be in the trolling, but still be in the news.
The video is
So
where
YouTube-
the real truth comes out.
Yeah, so YouTube is like the truth. But then on Twitter, fuck it. If you want to say you sign for 90 million, fuck it. Let's go. You're the young finesser. I love it. You know what I mean? Yo, Lil Pump shot at 20 niggas who came to rob him. Sounds pretty good to me.
20 dudes. No, but hey, they really be flu flaming out here. They really run up in people's cribs like all the time out
Yeah, I
here.
heard that's the LA culture though.
a
Somebody
big
ever try to
deal.
run up on you? What would you do?
What would I do?
Does Lena got the
Yeah, have
blicky?
Lena shoot at him probably. I don't know. I never get any like negative attention really. Like they tried to fool me earlier. They were like, "Yo, there's a kid named Black Johnny out front. He's calling you a faggot." I'm like, I literally look.
hold
I
on.
look at the employee. I go, "It's your job for me to not have to deal with that."
Yeah.
I
I was
ask you a
like,
question.
"You go deal with it."
Who's the shooter in here? Not a shooter like
Hakeem.
obviously the shooter, but what I mean is
Boom,
if somebody comes with problems for you, and they're like, "Yo, fuck Adam, he fucked my girl," blah blah blah.
I mean, we all fighting.
Yeah.
And
No,
at
we're
the end of
all
the day,
fighting
it's a
about
store.
Yeah,
At
we
the end of
all
the day, it's a
fighting.
store.
Real
So
ones, I like it. I like it.
Nah,
we
no
got to
cap.
be a lot more
No,
careful
hey,
with how
I
we
like
deal
it.
with stuff
No
because
cap.
it's like at the end of the day, it's a store. It's a few blocks away from a high school. So
Yeah.
it's like if something violent is going to happen, we got to pick our battles wisely. Is all I'm saying. Is that a lot of things would happen before any of us like got physical with somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we can't be on some like street type attitude where it's like, oh, you're gonna say one thing, we're gonna beat you up because it's a store. At the end of the day, you know, it's kind of it's tricky.
These are still white people.
Yeah.
academics.
No. I agree with that too, but that's another reason why I move the way I move. You see, people like there's this. You see, internet perception and like whatever perception of like me and like what shit usually is totally different. There's been every type of gang or whoever they've offered to be like, yo, anybody who talks about you will run down on them, rob them, slap the shit on your behalf, and I've always said no because I don't need that type of energy.
People say that shit to me, but I'm just like, oh, I appreciate it, bro. I
you
don't
need that, right?
I don't like get into the conversation. I'm like, yo, I appreciate the love. But so what? You think about joining the gang? Maybe with the Hoovers?
No. What I'm saying is that,
Treyway.
no, what I'm saying is that like for a person like you, a person like me, you could always, if it's on some shit like you really feel some shit's gonna happen, you could always get protection. I just feel like security is the best. I pay a nigga to smoke somebody if they try to smoke me. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And then, you know what I mean? I shmoney dance over your body, and that's it. That's it.
But where do you go
Not really,
that you want security?
Anytime there's gonna be an artist around, I need security.
Really? Any
Don't
artist?
play around. I took a chance with Tekashi. Who knows?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
took a
you
chance.
running around with him with no security is probably the most dangerous situation you can put yourself in, right?
I will say though, Tekashi and like the people who back him, they're not
Oh,
playing
yeah.
games.
Oh, I know.
So like if I'm around him and his people, cause like they love me over the fact that like I'm his guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
But they're not playing no games. But I also tell them, I'm like, hey, I know y'all or whatever, just keep that away from me because I'm really law-abiding citizen and I pay a lot of
That's
taxes.
how I feel too. Like my
And
friends, I
pay a lot of taxes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah. I mean, my friends who are in that world or whatever, that's the whole thing. Like if something happened to me, but you know what you got to be careful of? You got to be careful of the weirdos from out of town because at the same time, if a dude in a gang comes and says something to me or does something to me, there's a million ways I can reach out because all the gangs are interconnected. Everybody knows somebody who knows somebody, and that would be easy to squash that or make something go away or whatever. But if it's a weirdo, if it's just a random ass dude, that can be the shit that's kind of weird because you don't know how they're gonna act.
You got to do politics. I don't know.
Hmm?
You see, me, I live in a place where like every time I go somewhere, which at this point they recognize me everywhere, it's like, wait, you live here? So like, I'm only running into fans.
Yeah.
There's never been a fan that's on some bullshit ever. You feel
That's
me?
how I feel too. I'm
That's
not
another
willing
thing
to.
with Twitter. You see all that Twitter shit? A nigga might even see. I've definitely seen one of them Twitter niggas. But you know what happens when they see me? They probably take a sneak picture of me and they probably talk more shit online. Yo, he lame. He was just walking with him and a chick. Okay, good. But will they pull up to me on some shit like, yo, we got problems?
But do you live in the kind of situation where it would be easy for somebody to get at you? Because my situation is pretty good. I'm in a gated type community. I ain't worried about shit.
Not where I live. Like, not exactly where I live.
Oh, just
but I
in
mean, like,
general?
I go to the mall. Like,
But
like
if you go to
that-
the mall, do you want security? The mall to me seems like something where it could happen.
It depends. Like, I got a local mall by me. Like, they always be like, yo, why are you doing here?
In
You
some
feel me?
random part of Jersey.
Yeah, but then there's the big mall. You go there, I like to keep like a couple homies with me.
Definitely
You
a
feel me?
couple
Just
homies.
and again, it's never for the fans. Like I get so much love. It's like just picture.
Yeah.
Picture that. Picture. It's only for the motherfuckers. It's only for artists. If a nigga who I might have been roasting for the last 2 months, you see me, you never know. Maybe you want to talk. Maybe
That's
on
the
some
difference
shit like,
between the artists that you see and the artists that I see is that all the artists, because 99% of artists are not successful. They just want to interview. They want to fucking show love, like whatever. So it's like whenever I see the artist type thing, they either don't give a fuck about me or they're hyped to see me, especially if they're on the smaller end of the thing. With you, it's like it's your job to talk about motherfuckers. So it's kind of different. And not only that, but to highlight some of the most negative or worst moments in their life sometimes. You know, it's like if you saw Dex right now, how you think that would go? Like, you think he'd be pissed off because you could have posted once or twice about the chain being rocked by everybody in the hood, but I feel like you posted it like a lot of times.
I didn't post a lot of times, but I had
If
one-
Dex was
post a
mad
lot
at
of
you,
times.
I would not be surprised.
Hold on. But wait, I had him on my stream, and he said, if any pussy rappers really have a problem with Act doing what he do, it's y'all fault.
But you said that before he got robbed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but again, I also reached out to him on some shit like, yo, let me talk to you on that public platform that we could just kind of get. But I think he wasn't trying to get him no light, so it's whatever. But if he was whatever, it's whatever. You know what I mean? I just take it how it comes, man. Yo, I kind of realized that, yo, you know what I mean? It's not. I'm not on some throw stones and like hide your hands. I do believe that I'm the media. And you kind of know what I do. I'm not trying to like piss you off. I'm not trying to kill your career. If I'm on some malicious shit, I think you should do what you got to do. But most of the times it could be a conversation. But if you're not on that type of shit, which a lot of artists, they're like, all right, you reported some shit. I don't like it. You know what time it is. All right, cool. So if I know I'm gonna be in anywhere in your vicinity, I'm gonna meet that energy. That's just what it is, and it's not just me. You feel me? It's like again, I move like a rapper. Period. You know what I mean?
Smart.
There's nothing that they're gonna do that I can't do in terms of having the people or energy around me.
Was the thing about you getting caught with a gun just a 100% troll the whole time?
It was people being stupid on Instagram or in Twitter. No, Twitter. It was Twitter's so fucking stupid.
What do you mean?
Yo, I'm kicking with her, bro. Like, yo,
She was the one filming you walking into court and all that?
Yeah, like
okay.
people so stupid. Yo, let me tell you this. You see when people are praying for your downfall, you almost have to just like if you try to go viral, tell them you fell.
Yeah.
and they'll be like, yo, we got it. Yo, I posted a video of me and Sway Lee that I fucking orchestrated, and like Twitter was like, is it real? Are you this fucking stupid? Because people can't wait for that.
Right.
You feel me? And it's not like a type of energy you want to really invite, but like sometimes you got to use people's stupidity against them.
Right.
Bro, I was literally off Patron, right? We were off Patron?
Patron that night?
Patron,
But they were sold out of Henny?
No, we had Henny too, but I was just on Patron. I'll be honest with you. It's either Patron or Henny. So what happened is I'm there, and then for the whole time I'm like, yo, shit, I'm going to court tomorrow. I'm like, let's just start a campaign, Free Akademiks. And then people, they were asking if I went live or something. Like, no, I wasn't even live.
What were you going to court for?
I ain't even gonna tell him because at this point the myth is better than the truth.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not
Never,
saying it,
I'll
but
never say it.
probably something
I won't
stupid,
even
right?
tell it. It's a little more serious. I ain't gonna tell it because you know what? Like the
Child
myth.
support.
Yo, actually, when I seen it, because it was a time. Again, I don't know if you got to that space yet, but like every time I would go fucking live, they would take something from my live and make a big deal of it. I'm like, dude, I'm like, I get it. I'm the news guy, and fine, I'm ascending to a couple levels, but yo, you guys are like fucking. If I say a joke that you might not find funny, you take it super serious.
Right.
I went on her live. It was her Instagram live. That had like 60 people. Not playing. She had like 120 people, but whatever. Like, it wasn't even a lot of people,
Trying
bro.
to play you.
Low-key. No, it wasn't a lot of people. And I was like, yo, just free act. These motherfuckers, they took it. And like people were asking a lot, like, yo, what you mean? Like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, I can't really tell y'all. I might just have to do a bid real quick. It's a little small joint. Twitter took that and made up that I had a gun.
Right.
They said I got caught in a
And
car.
I fell for all of it.
With the Henny bottle and a pistol.
I'm sitting here falling for it.
And low key, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I was loving it. Yo, Yachty called me and I said, Yachty, if you fucking tweet or take a screenshot of us FaceTiming, I'm so mad at you.
He did?
No, he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
He's like, I was really, because he was really checking on me. He's
Right.
like, yo, I thought there was a problem. Other people called me like, yo, we got lawyers. And I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers online are stupid. Like, they're believing it so much. Like, they don't even want facts. Somebody online just made up that on some meme shit. I had a bottle of Henny in my hand and a pistol.
It was a great mental
driving.
image. Yeah, I
It was
love it.
great.
I still want to think that should be the album cover. You driving with a bottle of Henny and a gun.
Yeah. And low-key, I was like, yo, these niggas are almost like fucking giving me the acclaim or street shit like Taxstone without really going to jail.
Right.
Good.
I was.
That's hip hop, man. Yo,
You know what hurt
get
me?
the fucking-
I was putting together
Nah.
themes.
Adam
I was like,
celebrated.
I was
Adam
talking to people. I didn't tweet about it really because I was cautious about getting caught. But I was like, look at what happened. Akademiks rolling around with a gun because he had a right to be worried about what might happen. Look at Tax got locked up for basically having a gun because he knew some shit might happen. I was like, this is the shit that keeps happening. What about me? I was saying that to my friends.
He was freaking out.
Yeah, I was like, man, now I got a gun on me. What if I kill someone?
I'm worth too much for that.
Ooh, tell him.
I'm being honest.
You got a shooter act?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you can't, you
sound like
don't carry a
FBI.
gon because of
I don't carry a pistol. Nah, never.
no, but
Nah,
it's
never.
a different thing in New York.
You ain't catching me with a gun charge.
Okay, that's
Now, if you ran up in the crib on some little pump shit, okay, that might be a different story. But
Right.
you're not. If you see a story, Akademiks with a fucking pistol, whatever. You see these Twitter niggas who be always having the comments. They really have nothing to lose. I have a lot to lose.
Right.
Because I like y'all talking shit about me, and y'all stop talking if I'm not here.
Yeah.
So I gotta be here.
What rappers do you think 100% are gonna watch this? Because I'm assuming this is just gonna end up on YouTube. Probably on the No Jumper YouTube. What? I'll just leave it streamed like the same way we did with friggin'
leave it
N-word
as
guy.
shit, because I want our, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many outlets that ask me for like interviews and shit. I don't, and it's not that like sometimes I'm really cool with them. I communicate all the time. Shit, I communicate with. How long have I communicated with you? Like a long time.
At least a couple of years, yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to do your platform. I want to do your platform at a certain time, and I want to be iconic. If No Jumper and Academics links up for like that official No Jumper shit, bruh,
That'd be fire.
it gotta be fucking like. I'm not saying we're surpassing X, but I want to be top 5, bro. I don't want to be on some like lame shit like,
I think you can get up
you're
there.
you're one of the fucking top 50 niggas. Fuck that.
I bet this will get 1 million views. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
2.5 hours or something of
Yeah.
off the
I'm
Henny.
You
and-
getting a Henny sponsor
Finish
after
that,
this.
you definitely are.
I'm feeling it. But, no,
I drank a single PBR.
but no, all I'm saying is now, but with all this, we could even, as I said, and that was my whole thing, because, you know, we text back and forth today. I said, yo, I want to link with you, and I don't mind creating content.
Video play.
Me and you, we could create skits, whatever, like, get it lit on Instagram, Twitter, it's fine. But, like, I respect your platform. I would never fuck with you if I didn't respect your platform.
Appreciate that.
And because of that, I want it to be dope.
Me too. We should do it on a helicopter.
My nigga, I'm all for it. Like, I want it to be super dope where people be like, yo, y'all remember that time when Ak and No Jumper linked up on blah, 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 and that shit. I want that. I don't want it to be
No,
like,
we should do it live.
if you're about that life, now we're talking business.
Okay, that's the question. New York City, how many tickets do you think we could sell to see Adam22 versus Akademiks? 1,500, easy, yeah.
Tiana.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's a check right there. We need to tax them too. $50 ticket,
If you want it, let's
meet
do
and
it.
greet.
Yo, but that's
Show
what
up in a
I'm saying.
helicopter.
Yo.
And we will fuck you. We will run through you if you're a 19-year-old Wendy's employee.
Yep.
man.
and thought.
The thotties, huh? No,
Go to
real,
Pornhub
man.
and search
Yo,
Detroit thought.
For real. Yo,
Atlanta thought.
That's all I'm for, man. I want, you know what I
Thoughts.
mean? Like, yo, I respect your platform.
Appreciate
and,
that.
and a lot of people, you know what I mean? This is a big thing about me on social media or like YouTube. I don't know. It's because like I guess some people look at me as a leader. I've recently started to be a leader in terms of, you know, I'm gonna stop just speaking for me. I'm gonna speaking for creators who, even if you don't like me, you're in the movement I'm in. You're in the movement I'm in, which is like we're digital platforms and shit. Like we changing how impact is seen. We changing how people are realize where kids are going to for whatever entertainment like is us. So now I want to speak for us. But like there's a lot of platforms and a lot of like other YouTubers, they be looking at me like, yo, you don't be showing love and shit like that. I'm like, yo, it's not even that. Like, yo, most of the times I respect mostly our platforms. I respect your shit. I've always respected it. You get me? Like there's nothing, somebody could be like, yo, I fucking hate Adam. I'm like, I never had no negative experience with Adam, man. I fucking respect his platform. I could even tell, like, a lot of people don't like Vlad. Me and Vlad, we cool. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I'm
And
cool with
I
Vlad,
told
too.
Vlad, I'm like, yo, listen, Vlad's asked me to do an interview for years. And I never said no on some, oh, it's a bad time because people don't like you. It's like, when it's right for me, it's right for me. If I fuck with you, I'm going to communicate with you. Treat that as the shit that I fuck with you. You know what I mean? But sometimes people want more than that.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm about to do Vlad.
yo, I want us, like, when we link up on some, like, it could be a bigger conversation we having. Let's fucking do it live. Let's sell
Yeah.
tickets. Let's really do it.
That'd be crazy.
You know what I mean? We could do it in LA and then do it in New York.
Oof. That flyer. It's just
I'm
big
down for it.
Academics head, Adam head. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I'm super.
Mayweather versus McGregor.
Yo, low key, we could even debate. That's fine.
Oh, the debate.
I'm down
Topic
for that,
one.
man.
White people should say the N-words. You're going to take the pro.
I'm gonna give you the pass. I ain't gonna give everybody the pass. And you gonna be like, why
I don't
you
want the
not?
pass.
Topic two.
I can't
Detroit
be the pass.
thoughts.
Of course, there's so much conversation to be had, man, and I think people don't realize that. Yo, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't watch TV. Yo,
Yeah, me
me and her.
either.
I try.
Yo, we've been in the hotel for the last couple of days. We cut the TV on just as like fucking background noise to the shit we were doing. Like nobody's watching TV.
Yeah.
I watch YouTubers.
Yeah.
I watch you. I watch me.
Logan
I watch
Paul.
I ain't gonna lie, I do watch Logan Paul.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I only watched a few.
Yo, I gotta be honest. I watch YouTubers, dog.
Yeah.
Like I was kicking him with Rice Gum and Banks last night.
Oh, really?
Like, I was at the Clout House and yo, I love their content.
Fire.
Yo, YouTube is the most entertaining shit to me. Because these people, it feels like they relate to my life, and they do. I've always watched YouTubers. There was a wave, and again, I only drive a Mazda 3. There was a wave when YouTubers were buying cars. I was trying to do my thing and trying to cop whips. YouTubers buying cribs. I'm trying to buy a crib because like we live in a almost a bubble that people don't really even care about. I mean, of course, the Logan Paul and Jake Paul, they get like paparazzi attention and shit, but it's a whole like fucking ecosystem of us. It's you, me.
That's why I wish there was more relevant rap type YouTubers, because sometimes it feels like it's a little dry, and it shouldn't be, because it's like if you ever hung out with like a bunch of people who listen to rap music, there's always all kinds of crazy personalities, and even on like Instagram and shit, you see a lot of crazy personalities. But I want to see more people get into that space, because it's like,
What you mean?
like there should just be more people like you doing videos like what you're doing, maybe different. They find their own spin and find a way to build the content.
There is a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you the problem with most people. I'm gonna tell you the difference between me and you. People just be so thirsty to get in the game, they don't think nothing past that. So somebody will copy what you do. There's a million niggas copying what I do. But they don't want to be the guy who can make it interesting beyond that. They like somebody just want to get a paycheck. And when a nigga just want to get a paycheck, that's just like, okay,
Easy to
cool.
see. Yeah.
You're not building on to this shit.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I'm trying to do more TV shows, I already do everyday show. I'm trying to do more TV shows. I'm fucking trying to do music. I'm trying to expand this shit, is because I'm seeing that we are the new. You're the new. You feel me? And if you're not trying to expand it, like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
And I'm looking at, trust me, there's a lot of people jumping into space just because they be like, well, no Jumper's getting a lot of bitches. I want to get bitches because I don't get no bitches. It could be as simple as that. Be like, oh, no Jumper look like he got money. Oh, shit, he got a little bit later. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They look at me like, oh, shit, Akademiks get a lot of views. And they look at it simplistically. And I'm like, people aren't coming in to raise it to the next level. So it is on me and you to raise it to the next level if they aren't. You get me?
That's what I'm saying.
So it is what it is.
It's on us to just like keep it interesting. Yeah, like damn, we still got 4,000 people in here. 2 hours. A good
Do
solid
we have
2 hours.
4,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 4,500
Wait,
at a high point.
What's you guys max?
I
Well,
think this is probably our
No,
max,
Ice
right?
Poseidon. We had like
yeah.
12,000 or something, because he was like on his stream, turned it off, went on
All right,
ours.
nah, that's some wild shit.
So
other
that's,
than that,
yeah.
other than that.
But he's white, so that
Other than
don't
that,
count.
other than
Fuck
that,
shit.
this is our probably biggest.
Oh, word?
circuit.
Yeah, I pulled. Yo, Twitch suspended me for a week, and I got on YouTube and pulled like 8,000.
Really?
And I was like, yo, should I go back on Twitch? Like, low key, it kind of gave me a sour taste in my mouth because like I've had so much conversations with them, and I was like, yo, you guys really started as a gaming platform, and of course, Adpocalypse or whatever happened with YouTube, and you guys want to compete and blah blah. And yo, I've came here and I've been diligent in trying to bring a hip hop audience that's not gaming related. I'm glad y'all established in real life, and yeah, I fucked up on some shit because some troll hit me up, and I was like, I said their number on stream, but I'm like y'all almost treated me like I wasn't shit.
But do you,
feel me?
okay, my thing is about streaming. It doesn't make you a significant amount of money in your life. That's not why you do it at all. It's not really it's something though. It's significant. No, it's not.
I could donate on my stream.
I couldn't. Anyway, but
No, that's because you have a different business model.
Right, yeah.
Like.
but I'm just like
honestly,
interested in what like kind of leads you to it, and
no,
also
honestly,
what.
yo, I don't even tell them people to donate. And like, yo, you got a great shit. Like, I see this shit. It says 150 for a sound. Like, I feel like I'm like robbing the people who made me. I feel like the
Yeah.
only people who come to like.
That doesn't bother me. I don't mind robbing this, yes.
You gangster with it. That's
Niggas
what-
gotta eat.
but put like this, like, yo, I put out like my last couple of videos on YouTube. Yo, I'm getting like 400,000 views per video. I feel so fucking privileged for that I feel like if I go live and it's not something that I'm super publicizing and I get like 3,000 people to watch, those are the 3,000 people that don't care about the 400,000 views. Those are like my core audience.
Right.
They don't care what's said about me, whatever. Those are almost like friends. I'm like, if I'm charging them, I just feel like they're gonna look at me like, damn, you ain't shit. But again, there's nothing wrong with what you do. It's just that, like, I feel so bad. I don't even like. I feel bad saying, hey, if y'all want to ask a question, donate. I just fucking say, yo, get my Skype from somebody and call me.
See, my thing is that I keep raising the price because I don't want to have to listen to so much fucking music. I kind of want them to stop. Not stop, but just slow down so there's
won't.
less. No, they won't. So I just keep putting the price up and they just keep paying. So it's all right.
If I was someone who took money, right, like really from artists, and I don't. Now, if maybe, and to all you labels who, by the other labels, been like super fucking salty or like fucking interested because they're like, yo, did fucking Tekashi like pay you? I'm like, no. But I'm like, are you interested in what's going on? They want these big ass things. Anyway,
but you would take money from a label for something?
No, on some strategic shit, not money. Like the great position I'm in, there's no money a label's gonna give me, unless it's $1 million, that would really do anything. But what they could do is strategic relationships that help us. You feel me? Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Tekashi's Billy video was supposed to drop on my channel. Okay, now that wasn't an agreement like when I started pushing his music. I started pushing music because I like him. I met the kid. The kid was like we exchanged numbers. He took a picture of me, threw up on Instagram, and then he like once he knew it was my number, he called me like every day, like, yo, Ak, blah blah blah. Yo, I'm creating content. I know you post. Like he knows my platforms. He's like, yo, I'm creating shit that you want to post. And
you know, he used to hit me up a lot too before he became ridiculously successful and popular.
I'm not
kind of wish I had hit him back a little bit more.
Right now, he would answer. Like he always answers.
Yeah.
Right. So he realized that, yo, this could be cool for me. His label's not even involved in that. It's just him saying, yo, I know like you need content. You're on Instagram. You're a content aggregator. I could give you content. And like other labels, they try to like say, oh shit, how can we get that relationship? Now, with Tekashi over time, I was like, yo, check it out. You know what I mean? I am trying to do other things in terms of growing my platforms and whatever. I'm like, yo, I don't do video premieres, but I do want to do video premieres for certain artists, for the videos that count, for the hot song from one of the top artists.
Well, Billy, that's an easy decision, yeah.
Billy, it was supposed to go on that was really my fault that I didn't.
Really?
And I'm glad it went on World Star because, I mean, I could have been on some bitch shit, be like, yo, well, I've promoted you and just wait till whatever, drop it with me. But I'll never step in between an artist and their success. Like, I'm media, I want to support you. Like, shit, if X wanted to drop Sad with me, that'd be dope. That'd be super dope, you know what I mean? And we could have those conversations. But if it's a straight money thing, like, none of these labels could be like, oh, we got a bag, do it. And that's why I never really charged the independent artists, because there's independent artists, and that's what you're saying, like, no matter how much you raise the price, if you raise the price to say $1,000, it would be just more exclusive to them. They would do it. Yeah. If you said $1,000 per SoundCloud play, it would be like, oh shit, he's only gonna have 5 songs he plays. It's gonna be in the minds of everyone. They're gonna maybe watch for 2 weeks and be like, fuck, look at all them niggas getting that clout. Here's $1,000.
It's crazy.
People be in my DMs, regular artists, offering like $5,000, $8,000 just when you throw them on their page, and I feel like it's almost like robbing them.
Yeah,
if I do,
I would feel dirty about it.
Yeah,
I just never went for it,
and that's why I never did it. But like, you know what I mean? Shit, then I look at it, I'm like, yo, man, that's like 20 grand I could have had. But you know what I mean? I'm like, I feel like it kind of goes, it goes against everything I ever did. And then I do feel like, to me, streaming is like giving back.
Yeah. But you feel like, see, part of the problem with me and the reason why I started streaming was because I was like, fuck, well, YouTube ain't paying me what they were paying me before, so I got to do something different.
You're in a different position. When you were getting lit on YouTube, they cut the shit.
Oh, yeah.
They got been lit on YouTube. You feel me? Like, so all these new niggas that be trying, like, they're now like, okay, we're trying to get lit, but it's not, whatever. I'm like, when I was lit on YouTube, they were fucking just tossing me the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was crazy money for a while, but then do you feel like it's come around back?
I'm still broke, and I live with my mama in the basement.
Yeah, chill. You trying to buy like a big ass house and shit though? Does that appeal to you? The Akademiks compound?
Well, again, gotta say this, tax purposes, IRS might be listening. I make $72,000 a year. So I do. So I can't personally buy that. But if my company bought a compound or building for business purposes, that would be something good. And I would share with my audience, by the way.
Yo, you know what I was thinking about earlier? Okay, so I had this conversation with Takashi the last time I talked to him, which was like a couple months ago, and it was because Supreme Patty FaceTimed him while I was with him.
Yeah,
And-
I ain't gonna lie. I think he thinks he don't like it no more.
yeah, I think because he acted weird. This is what he said. He goes,
You don't want to squash that beef?
huh?
I should squash that beef. Yeah.
It's not like beef. I like him.
No,
like what
I think he
does.
thinks he really don't like it.
Really? Oh.
FaceTime right now.
No, hold on, I got it.
Hold on, I gotta piss before we do this. I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Okay, Adam's about to like fucking snort a coke, snort a lot of coke, because he's like, y'all really don't like this motherfucker. I'm about to squash this beef.
Damn.
I'm about to squash this beef right now.
I heard some dramatic music. Accent his life, living in his grandma's basement.
Hey, all my chat niggas in here, salute to y'all, man. When I get back to New York or Jersey, whatever, I'll be streaming a lot. Salute to Adam. I don't know. Sometimes, there was a period, there was people tweeting at me like, yo, Adam's dissing you. I'm like, yo, no, he's fucking not. Like, I respect his platform, he respects mine. It's like, not because you don't see, like, two people, like, fucking attached to their hip don't mean they're fucking beefing. Like, they love beef.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey, yo, chat. Well, I told him on my stream, too. Yo, I'm definitely getting a Scorpion. Yo, I need to get a chain. Yo, who's a hot jeweler to get a chain?
Yeah.
Oh, we know Ben Baller too.
Ben Bowler hates me, I think.
Really?
Yeah, does he tax? Does he, like, how much he?
Probably.
Yeah.
Nah.
Ben Baller did the chain.
I mean, the one that did his grill. We try to get a Scorpion.
Yeah, I need a Scorpion just for my chat niggas. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Junior the jeweler.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna squash this beef right now.
Oh wait, but I just want to say that he goes, Adam, you didn't believe in me, huh? I'm thinking.
No, hold on.
I gave you an interview when you were at 70K.
First of all,
70K.
I tell his bum he's about to fall off every day.
I met him when he was at 20K. Now he has 70K.
Might not answer.
Treyway. Oh, there he is. Hold it to the mic.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo, Lee, what up, bro? Yo, Lee, I got hella studio sessions to book. Yo, my ghostwriters, they write me a bunch of heat right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo.
Yo, where's 6ix9ine?
Yo, I'm writing. Yo. You wanna hear my reference track by?
All right.
I'm not going to repeat what he just said, but
I'm gonna just hang up real
you
quick.
guys might have found out about some interest in industry stuff if that had kept going.
No, he's a troll. No, it's just that because like
I heard reference track.
Yeah, me too.
For who?
No. When he talks to
You're
me
his
like
manager. Who?
no, when he talks to me like that, I mean he writes to other people, but when he talks to me like that, he's about to say some troll shit. He doesn't know that we're on live,
No, I know.
so I got to tell him off rip.
No,
Tell him,
yeah.
What am I-
Whenever I FaceTime somebody, normally I say, you're on live, so don't say anything crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
see,
right
I
off.
should say that shit. Yo, 6ix9ine. Yo. Don't say nothing crazy. We on live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say nothing crazy. We on live.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Yo, you don't even know where we at. Hey, yo, hold on. Yo, I just wanted to, first of all, yo, you a ugly motherfucker, bro. By the way, yo, I seen some videos before you really blew up, bro. You really look like a fucking creep, dog.
Yo, who you with that you acting so brand new?
I'm not acting brand new, fool. Look at this.
What's up, bro?
I want to squash the beef. That nigga's...
He froze as soon as he saw me.
Yeah, hold on. Here. Yo, I just want to squash the beef. Yo, Adam want to apologize
FBI
for like
cut it
hating
off.
on you, bro.
There's no Wi-Fi here? Yeah, let me get the Wi-Fi on. Hold on. Not that. Hold on.
Hey, Young Gleesh,
what's
what's
the
the
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi?
What's the Wi-Fi? It's Adam22. What's the
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi?
Hey, well, you know what to do in the comments, nigga. What's the fucking Wi-Fi?
Everybody go back.
God, I hate that you're saying we got beef. There ain't beef. When did I ever have beef with this guy?
No, I think
I've been
you-
fucking with this guy before.
No.
Anybody.
No, I think you felt like your energy changed towards him, like when he was going through shit.
No, but
I definitely wasn't there for him, but I wasn't there for X either. You know, like when X's shit was real bad, I didn't say a
hold
damn
on.
thing.
Hey, yo, 6ix9ine. Yo,
let me say
is it a green light on Adam or what? Tell me, bro.
It's been a green light on that nigga, you heard?
Yo, honestly, yo.
Yo, act. You know where all the hate came with Adam when I blew past all his SoundCloud rappers. I got 5 songs on the billboards. none of his SoundCloud rappers that he interviewed got that. I got top 5 debut project in the world. You know what I'm saying? None of the SoundCloud rappers that he did that. That's the order.
Hold on.
How is he not one of my SoundCloud rappers?
No, wait,
I interviewed him. He had
hold on.
70K.
Come here, Adam. Come here, kid. Because hold on. Truth be told, though, I seen a couple of tweets and I was like, damn, I feel like you were playing him a little bit.
Yeah, bro, like, yo.
I play. Yo, you interviewed. Yo, 6ix9ine. Hold on.
No, hold on. Let me say that. Adam will see tweets and he will put up stories and be like, I fuck with Adam, but he would put up tweets and be like, yo, like a lot of the artists that I interviewed blew up this year, and he named mad niggas but me, and I'm like, yo, I'm hotter than every nigga he named. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
should have been on that list. You're right. Yeah.
No.
There was only like 3 people. All I said was like Pump and Zan.
No, I'm not.
And Trippy.
I think the only thing is.
Bro, look, hold on, let me say something. Yo, Adam, as much as Pump, I fuck with Pump. As much as Pump.
We on live, nigga. I just want to let you know.
Nah, I know. I'm saying this. I fuck with Pump, nigga. I don't give a fuck if we on live or not, nigga. The same way I'll say some shit to y'all, I'll say some shit to a nigga face. Y'all know me, nigga. I'm straight up, nigga. I'm gangster. Straight up. As much as Pump is high, as much as and I say Pump because I feel like he's leading right now. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the new generation.
It's definitely X, but okay, go ahead.
He had one. You know what I'm saying? He had one on the Billboard. I had 5, bro. I got top platinum records. I'm not talking about one. I'm talking about.
I mean, I'm not trying to argue that Pump is more popping than you or that you're more. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck cares?
Hold on.
My thing is, it's like don't discredit me when I'm the hottest nigga like that ever came out that group. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You are doing very well right now, and I'm very proud of you. I will say that for sure. I should have mentioned you. If I'm gonna mention Trippy and Zan and Pump, I should mention you too for sure.
Adam,
I didn't.
Adam,
I should mention other people as well. I should mention X.
Yo, 6ix9ine, hold on, I got you. Yo, I am the negotiator. if I looked at everybody you've interviewed, the 2 people who I've seen on this, I guess you could say Yachty, but okay, Yachty, X, and 6ix9ine are the most successful.
Okay.
For the ones that you caught hella early. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
What about Trippy?
Pump. Trippy's doing okay.
Trippy is doing great too.
Trippy too.
Oh, Trippy's doing great too. No, Trippy's in the mix too.
Stay out of it, Hakeem.
No, but
You got no bill.
I feel like he feels like you almost like separated yourself from him.
Nah, I mean, I will admit that I was a little bit like, oh, maybe I should keep my distance when right after we did the interview when shit did start getting crazy. But I mean, I never talked bad about you. I never fucking said shit about you. Same exact way with X. I never said shit about X when he was going through his case and everything.
We always played you super hard here. Always fucking.
I always played your shit like crazy.
We always play your shit.
Let me be the devil's advocate.
I think he might be frozen though because he looked like he was trying to talk.
No. Let me be devil's advocate though, because one day I asked him. One day he called me and I asked him. I was like, yo, I'm cool with Adam. Is Adam cool with you? Because I seen like I seen like a retweet you did. I was like, it wasn't the most flattering joint of him. Now you could have been trolling. And I was like, yo, y'all did an interview, but like, you know what I mean? It feels like that relationship hasn't continued. I mean, I asked X the same thing too. Because I was like, yo, honestly, for a lot of these artists, sometimes people love giving me the credit, but you fucking talked to this nigga way before me. You get me? And I always say, why doesn't the relationship continue as they grow?
Well, he don't respond to me and shit, so it's all, you know.
Oh yeah, the clout got to his head.
He lied. Yo, that nigga is a liar,
Bro, you want me to show my text right now to you?
I told him to text you a couple weeks ago. Actually.
Watch this. I'm gonna show Ack my text with you right now.
And
shit.
I was standing in front of the shop one day smoking, and I saw him walk.
Look
across
who's not
and
responding.
he didn't come in.
All right. February 22, the tape hard. No message. February 14th, let's.
What number is that?
Hold on, wait.
I mean, we're not gonna say it on air, but
I'm not.
Ack has his number memorized for the record.
No, say the last 4 digits.
No. Yeah, I know his pause. I know his shit. Wait. How do you go to like read the number you got? Nigga, you probably did get that message and ignored it. Man.
Last 4 digits.
I'll tell you.
Yo, you have my number,
Wait,
so
look.
you don't know if that's me.
Pause.
Are the last 4 digits 6753?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's
Yo, 6ix9ine, bro. No, but I say. Which one is it? 1600? Okay. Hey, nah. But I think at that point,
I told him to check in. On Valentine's Day, I told you to check in.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, because you responded to me on January 15th, so obviously it's the same number.
Bro, my phone be blowing up crazy.
Nah, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to fucking use you for fucking more coverage and shit just because you're blowing up, and I'm conscious of that. Like, that's part of the reason why I haven't been like, oh, Tekashi, let's do some more videos together, because I don't want you to think that, I'm trying to use you now that you're popping.
No. In all honesty, hold on. In all honesty,
Real quick, while we on live stream, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm very humble and I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion. You know, I had to chase. I know we on live too. You know, I had to chase Adam around for that interview, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, hold on. But that was a long time ago. Like, nigga, of course you had no fucking clout. You was a bum.
He had 60K when I interviewed.
Yeah, nah, you're not about to do that.
He had 60K when I interviewed him, but I did see a lot of potential. But I feel where you're coming from, because in your perspective, it's like, I could have gave you more help.
Yo, Adam, imagine how much potential I have. I had so much potential. I had so much power that, like, a nigga that had got no hate with my potential went so much far.
Yo, Tekashi. I don't care what the. No, nigga, fuck out of here. Because he showed me a video of you before you really got. Nigga, you know, and I keep it 100. I found about you on Gummo. If he found about you so early, nigga, he didn't know if he was going to be the biggest creep or the biggest star, bro. Like, you got to, again, like, you can't penalize it for. The only thing I would penalize Adam for is that, yo, when you did get, like you kind of had a song, like, in the wings, like, people were more focused on the allegations more than believing in you. I get that. But you can't, nigga, you had no clout, nigga. You fucking look weird. You had, like, green hair.
I fucked with you enough that I gave you an interview when you had 60K and Poles was your biggest song.
Low key? Yo, Tekashi, I know you say you used to watch my videos all the time. If you had hit me up at that point and you hit Adam up, I would have blocked you. The fuck?
All right, I want to hear his response.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Is that
He probably thought you took these side or something.
I could cut both of you niggas off right now and still be good.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You could cut me off and it'd be good, but I mean, I ain't never been on some thirsty shit with you either.
Man, it's okay. Listen, newsflash, I got 20% on this whole contract. What up?
Yo, I'm recording my 6th platinum song right now, so
Is it Got It?
Yeah, bro, stop trying to spoil the beans.
All right, well, listen, I got to give my verse. Okay. So,
all right, but all I want to say to the viewers out there is that, like, I treated Tekashi the same way that I treat most of the artists I interview, which is that I gave him an interview, and then, you know, they want to keep doing more stuff with me and everything, and, you know, sometimes as an artist I really, really believe in, so I'll be kicking it with them and stuff, but if I hung out with or, like, really was going hard for all the artists I interview, my life would be a living fucking hell. Yeah. And his case in particular, I remember, this is the whole thing, I remember I shouted him out on the No Jumper Instagram. He had 60K. I look at it the next day because I screenshotted it just because I thought of it. I look at it the next day, 70K.
Expose him.
Blew the fuck up just like that. And then it's true though that then his charges started to come to light after that.
I know how many followers she had when I first met her, and now. Like, I'm clocking how people manipulate the
you got to pay attention. Socialblade.com, yeah, all day.
Not even that. I'm looking at your page. Screenshot, nigga.
Socialblade.com. You can check the actual analytics. It's amazing. Anyway, all I want to say, though, is that I gave him the fucking interview when Poles was his only song that was popping. I let him say his case and everything. And then all of a sudden, his charges start popping up. And all I did was I just stepped back. I didn't say anything. I told my employees, because I have multiple employees that really do not fuck with 6ix9ine at all and want to call him out and make memes about him and shit like that. And I've told them that's not what No Jumper is about. Okay. I don't want to see you fucking talking shit about this guy. I'm not going to be kicking him while he's down.
Criticism on that, I feel like since you're the outlet that kind of introed him, I felt like you should have, and I know that might not be your lane because you kind of stay away from that. You're the intro guy that kind of deals with the cultural effect and all that shit. But I feel like that was almost your like, if you felt that way, you should have said, "Hey, listen, I want to have a serious interview about that." And that might be different than anything you've ever done.
Yeah.
But I think that's what you should have done. The interview I did with him, I think you should have done. And I think
probably could have reached out and should have tried. No, but think about it. When I did his interview, I tried to ask him about those charges because when I asked for questions for him, that's what everybody was saying. Oh, ask him about child sex shit, blah, blah, blah. And then instead, when I did the interview and I asked him about it, what was his response? He totally blurred the line and he said, "My name is Daniel Hernandez, man. Like, look it up. Nothing comes up. Why am I sitting right here if I'm a pedophile? If I was a pedophile, I'd be in jail." Which is just totally him blurring the whole subject instead of giving a straight answer. He didn't answer to those charges at all, which is fine because he didn't have to at that time. But then, you know, he decided to actually analyze them and be real about it to you.
The first time I ever saw him was an interview. I never talked to him before.
Oh, really?
Ever. Like when I walked into that fucking taco shop, it was a place he used to work. Like he was super.
When he was a heroin dealer?
Nah, he was like a fucking busboy or some shit like that.
That's the other thing he got in trouble
and he was
for.
like super respectful, and with me it was like, yo, and again, I think your interview style is different. Like, I don't give a fuck about like just having that little cool camaraderie with you. Like, nigga, that interview was war. He had 30 gang members behind him because my cameraman felt like a little uncomfortable, like, because they came up to him like, yo, delete some shit.
So you're not with the Treyway? You're not. It's not Treyway over Axway?
No. I'm an independent contractor for everything. But I fuck with all them dudes over there.
If you were going to be a Blood or a Crip, which one would you go with?
Nah, I don't pick none.
You can't do it.
I don't pick none. Actually, you know what I mean? Listen, I learned this from college and just like, yo, and I learned this from college and Dave Chappelle. Listen, I fuck with whoever who pay me. Whoever who got the green, I fuck with.
Hitman. Like a hitman. You know, you don't care about who you're killing.
Nah, I don't want to compare it to a hitman. I'm just saying I fuck with, like my shit is not like that deep. But I will say the people around him, every time I've been around him, I think they know me well enough to say, hey, Act doesn't fuck with certain things. Don't put him even in those circumstances. And second of all, they fuck with me to know that, hey, listen, if I'm around y'all and I don't got security, y'all better be on y'all shit, not only for him, but me. But they've been cool. You know what I mean?
Treyway. Am I allowed to keep shouting that out, or you think they'll be mad?
Nah.
I'm showing love to their hood. That's like the first thing he says on the album.
Well, nigga, you should rock with him. No, there's Treyway
You think I should
Entertainment.
get beat in? Should I get jumped in?
I don't know what they do.
I don't know how they do it.
I will say his road manager is super dope. Like, there's a couple street dudes I've kind of got to know a little bit that I feel like, yo, they could use their street knowledge to do business great. His dude with the Treyway Entertainment, I think he's one of them. P from QC, definitely one of them. He's done it. And there's a couple other dudes, but like usually when people hear about like street shit, they think about some negative connotation. Like that's just the problems. A lot of these dudes, they use street conversation and street shit to make their shit dope. So this is what it is. But other than that, I ain't affiliated with no gang.
You see that shit that Rollo was saying about how he has like a whole compound?
No. Don't
You
skip
should move
past it.
in there.
Don't skip past it. If you were gonna be a Blood or a Crip, who would you be?
Somebody was telling me that when you go to jail, if you're like a white guy who's not racist, that you're a Peckerwood.
No. Fuck
I might
that.
have to rock
if
with
you
that.
gotta be a Blood or a Crip, you are in the free world. You feel me? Like you're not jerking off the memories now. You're actually in the real world. If you have to be a Blood or a Crip, you in LA. I ain't in LA.
All I'm saying is I rock with 03 Greedo, Draco the Ruler. So
What they claim?
I don't know, but that's probably like that whole crew of dudes.
Okay.
No. But that's like, but I have noticed that there's not like on an LA level. I don't know any Bloods.
Man, shout something out, man. Just make sure I crop me out when y'all
On an LA level, I need to get more into. I need to meet the Blood community out here because I don't feel like I meet that many people who are like really into the Blood thing. But like a lot of Crip dudes have hollered at me and shit and like shown me love. So
hey, listen, I've learned about a lot of like Crip dudes and like even Blood dudes, like, or even whatever gang member dudes, like over the last couple weeks. Are you checking in with them? Like, are you getting jumped in?
hell no. I would try to keep my awareness of where I'm at and who I am. I'm a white boy from New Hampshire.
Are you the more get jumped in or I'll pay for protection type of guy?
Neither.
What you mean? Like, if you got to pick one.
Okay.
Man. You can't just fucking.
Nah. But would you rather, like, if somebody came to you and they said, "Yo, give us money and we'll protect you," what would you rather do? Would you rather shoot it out with them at some point or have to deal with like some street pressure from them or whatever? Or would you rather just cough up the money? I'm fucking walking around with my gun for the rest of my life, and if someone tries to do something to me, I ain't paying shit. Fuck that.
Well, I think you're probably joining the gang, so you don't have to pay it.
Oh, you could join a gang instead? Hell no, I ain't want to do that shit either. Fuck that.
I would say for me, like, again, I'm not from the LA culture, and I know gang life is heavy here. I'm from Jersey. I'll pay for 10 security.
For real?
Bruh.
Nah. For me, it's like I would reach out to somebody else and be like, yo, you gotta help me make sure that this don't happen because I'm a white boy from New Hampshire. If they're trying to press me for money, then they can get right the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but you can't use that white boy from New Hampshire type.
Yes, I can.
No, more like
I'm a
in the
nerd.
culture. You at the cookout
now.
You got all type of tattoos. You want?
Yeah, but nobody approaches me with that kind of energy on some gang shit or whatever. They all.
You say somebody like whatever.
Yeah, but that wasn't even some gang shit. That was some goofy shit. That was just some weirdo shit.
That's what everybody call the non-shit they respect, the non-gang shit they
I'm
respect.
saying though, but
Goofy
like
shit.
the shit you gotta really worry about in LA is gang shit. And I'm not even in the conversation. If I were to come out and say like, oh, I'm riding with these dudes, then maybe I'll have to all of a sudden start worrying about somebody or whatever. But yeah, you want to check him out?
Nah, I don't want to check him out, period. You can check him out.
Oh my god.
It's Tony the Cat, man.
I mean, if I were to like affiliate myself with somebody's gang or whatever, then I would probably have to start thinking about that shit. But as the case may be, everybody just gets it that I'm just a fan. I stay away from all that bullshit. I'm not.
Let's ask about D Savage. D Savage, you got right?
Yeah, we're friends.
That sounds like real professional.
Oh, you hate him. I never heard you go in on anybody as bad as you went on.
I don't hate him at all. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Yo, I used to support him so much, and then you know what I mean. Like, yo, I am at the point on YouTube to say, listen, yo, I refuse to get a little nigga by anybody. Whether it's mainstream media, whether it's people I looked up to, I'm gonna get at y'all too, and I'm gonna shit on y'all. But if it's rappers who I've supported, and you feel like, yo, there's an academics hate trade, and I could jump on it. I'm at the point now where I'm like, yo, you remember when Drake said to Meek or whoever he was talking to when he said, listen,
dip from my life.
No, actually it was before that.
Dip from my
Hey, academics, man, dip from my life.
Yo, he was like,
real Canadian.
I talked to Drake about. I talked to Drake.
I
about
know,
that.
I love that.
Yo, when it
He didn't send you the Jordans though.
I was asking for shit. Like, it was really respectful.
I got him.
He sent it to you?
Yeah.
Signed?
Yeah.
Yes.
He wrote my name.
Yes, Ak.
And Blockboy JB.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, but what he did, like, forget all that. What was I saying? Like, I forgot what
D Savage.
Oh, yeah. So D Savage is like, you know what I mean? Like, I used to really support somebody, and if they're at the point now where they're on some shit like, oh, fuck him and whatever, I'm just not, like, I think a lot of people, because they see maybe some artists of higher caliber say something, and I'll joke it out, like, yeah, Drake could say dip from my life, and shit, whatever, and me and him is talking in private, and shit, I'll still play with the dip from my life thing. You know what I mean? That's cool, but when you're a rapper who's trying to come up, and then you just come out with, I hate academics, I want to fucking fight him, and blah, blah. First of all, you can't fuck with me no type of level. That's a fact, okay? Well, I'm broke. But there's no way you could compare with me. And I'm going to show you, remember when Kanye said to Wiz Khalifa, when he says, I'm your OG, and I will be respected as such? Yeah. I'm your OG. You will be respected as such. Because you know why? Your label is in my DM begging me, and I'm keep sending them to spam, talking about if I could promote or help, like, progress or help their album cycle for all their artists. So when you jump out the window with that, you just eliminate yourself from the competition or from the conversation. So I'll tell your label, like, yeah, we could talk about so and so, whatever, but that one artist, I don't fuck with them, period. And you know what? I'm not a faceless organization. It's like a complex. Like, there's niggas who say fuck complex and they have another conversation, and next week they're in the complex building. You say fuck academics at this point when I don't need you. Remember, back to Drake shit. Drake says they need me more than they hate me. Most of these young artists, they need me more than they hate me. I don't care what you think about me. I don't need you. You feel me? And as long as it stays right there, now and so I use him as an opportunity to flex. I highlighted everything about him that was a failure. I highlighted everything that I knew factual about his label, and then I highlighted exactly where his career is at. And because he dissed me like for, it was like 6 straight months, I never responded. And I felt a certain way because I was if any of my chat niggas in here to watch my stream, they saw it. I played, hear that joint, that 31. I loved it, bro. I've never, most of these artists, I'm promoting them, I never fuck with them. I never speak to them before. I just like the music.
Right.
When before I met 6ix9ine, I never talked to him. Actually, the first story I did on 6ix9ine, which is even so much more interesting, I slammed him because Trippie Redd said some shit. And he even told me when I first met him, he said, I don't care if you call me a rapist, a pedophile on the video. I was so honored that you actually did it because in reality, like, I'm just at the level that none of you artists are gonna little nigga me. Period. No more. These outlets can't do it, and y'all definitely can't do it. So if y'all wanna do it, let's play that game. Let's see who really got the stain. Your name is D Savage and you think you really got that stain? Okay. Make sure your music better be fucking fire. Because I'm shitting on it every opportunity I get.
So you're still shitting on D Savage?
I really don't give a fuck about it.
Why? But for me,
I gotta take it personal because you know why? Because all of them, they should realize that I've tried to, like, I fuck with their shit. I'm not no ebro. I'm not no old hater. So when you throw just crazy dirt on my shit, I understand if I say, man, Adam, he's a cokehead, blah, blah, and you say, man, fuck Academics. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
Right? But like, if I've never done nothing but show you love, and you shit on me, so now you have a problem with someone who is not even, I've never offended you. Like, there's hella people I've said shit about. Like, that's why me and Dex, we could go back and forth. I've promoted Dex, but then I've said things about Dex that he didn't like or he didn't think was factual. So when he shit on me and then we have that personal conversation, we back good again. And he come on stream and we laugh and it's all good. But D Savage, like, I was doing nothing but support you. So now I'm going to show you, because you probably think that this ecosystem is somehow scheduled differently. Let's see what happens when Akademiks is your nemesis. So you're going up against the platform that your label is begging to support you. And also they can't pay him because he don't accept the money from them. So now, your label looks at you like, this is probably going to be the biggest look you get. Let's throw out your single. And they throw out your video and it's still flop because the views you got in a month, I get in an hour on YouTube. That's a fact.
You're flexing for sure.
No, it's not even flexing. But that's where I'm at with all of these niggas on YouTube.
Right.
Period. And you think it's flexing. A lot of my audience think it's flexing because they're like, Ak, why you talk like that? Stop looking at the platforms that make you like we're shit. And if I sit here and I'm cool with like a joke, shit, me and Trippie, we went at it. Like, shit, Trippie was like, Trippie said the funniest joke about me. Trippie said, you look like what did he say? He said, you look like a hamster in a snapback. Yeah, that shit's funny. that shit's funny.
No, the funny shit was the shit Erykah Badu did with you, where she was trolling you the whole time.
I still don't know what
She's evil, bro. That was crazy.
Awesome. I love her.
That's some evil shit, bro.
I mean, just the fact that she had this idea in her head and was orchestrating it the whole time of just.
Do you think she was, yo?
Yeah, well, she just kept saying, you look like this. Oh, really? She comment on your shit?
No, she follows me.
I want that follow.
She messaged me afterwards. I don't follow back, but she messaged me afterwards. Because I can't tell what it is.
You're not big on following back, though, right?
No, I am. Like,
did you get the follow back from Drake?
No, Drake followed, like, I had an Instagram that got deleted before. He followed me there, and he followed my new page. Oh, Drake
lit.
always followed me.
That's lit. I'm new to the Drake follow club.
I seen it follow you.
Ooh.
Are you excited?
Mozzie voice. Ooh. Hell yeah.
Talks about
Well, he said he's going to do the interview. I'm
going
going to hold you to that right there. Drake. Aubrey Graham said he's going to do the interview.
Did he really?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
I swear
No
to God.
cap, I
On
was
my
there.
mama.
I would watch the whole DMs.
Ask my Jamaican friend.
Yeah, I was
Watch the
there.
bubbles.
I watched the bubbles.
We were jumping up and down
Yeah,
outside the
real
pizza
boner,
spot. I had my fucking DMs open and we were jumping up and down like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And this is what I'm going to keep it real with you. And I hope, like, everything I do say, and you know what I mean? Again, sometimes I feel like people keep getting lost in sometimes, like, when I got to flex on somebody, be like, oh, it's just arrogance. But this is where really I'm at with it. This is sums it up. I hope you do get the Drake interview. Me and Drake had a conversation. It wasn't about no interview, period. It was about respect, the respect on how we saw each other. I hope you get it over any mainstream outlet. I would be super happy.
And they're going to be so hurt.
Fuck them. Honestly,
It's going to be amazing, right?
I'm going to be sitting here, and that's what you can know, because I'm not no hater like that. I sit here and I'm
For
going to
real.
be saluting like this, be like, you know what? I want Drake's next fucking interview, and salute to Zane Lowe, salute to Apple Music. I know he got bags over there, so he might have to do an interview over there just cause.
I might have to do it in their studio.
If you're gonna do any other interview than that one you're getting that check for, please make it Adam from No Jumper. Please.
Yeah.
Please, you don't gotta be with me.
Definitely.
And that's why some people be thinking like when I be speaking on the digital shit, it's just only for me. No, it should be somebody who's really impactful like you, and who signifies the next wave. Because Drake, he's not with the old shit. He's never
Exactly.
been with the old shit.
He's a progressive.
He's a progressive motherfucker.
He's Steve Jobs of this rap shit. That's why we all love him.
So I will give you one advice though.
What?
If he told you that, keep it close because
I was keeping it close up until the moment where I just said it on this stream.
don't put too much of it out. You know why? You know why? Because he's a motherfucker who watches everything, and he likes to move like in secrecy on some like CIA military shit. And I think if he feels like if you're hyping up too much, he doesn't do it.
That's why I just said it here, but I never said it before. But
right,
hopefully,
crop that out.
hopefully it's not too much for him. Nah, it was live.
Yeah, just I really hope he does it.
Yeah.
Because I think then I'm gonna be promoting the shit out of you. You know,
I appreciate that. But you know what's crazy? Is that's why I'm glad where I'm at too, is that I would never see you get a look or Cole Bennett like do some new project or whatever and be like, "Ugh, I wanted that." But I feel like that's a common attitude in the mainstream media. You know, it's like I'm happy to see when I saw you got that Tekashi interview, I was like, oh hell yeah, now we get to see Akademiks as an interviewer. This is tight. You know, I wasn't mad at all. I was like, it did kind of maybe occur to me like, damn, maybe I should have tried to get that. But I would never have a negative feeling about seeing somebody else making good content, because at the same time, I wish there was 10 Akademiks. You know, I wish every time I went on YouTube that it was like a hard decision to make which video I should watch, because there's so many good people making news videos on YouTube, you know?
Yo, and that's exactly where I'm at with it. Like, where if Drake's gonna do an interview, man, Drake, and me and him, we've spoken, do it with No Jumper, man. Like, there's these. No, I'm serious. Like, I think for him it'll be, and honestly, I don't even want. Yeah, actually, I do want him to like pull up here. That would be super dope.
That'd be crazy, right?
But shit, nigga, I don't care if it's a phone interview. Like, I just want him and you to chop it up on some shit that people be like, yo, as I said, what's my motto? Keep it ghetto. Keep it ghetto.
Keep it ghetto.
Detroit thotties, Toronto thotties.
That's the me. Oh, no, I've searched Toronto thoughts too.
This is good.
Have you ever searched Ottawa thoughts though?
No.
What?
You been to Ottawa or something?
No.
Oh,
Actually, there was a wait. This is before I met you. Trust me. Don't.
before you got wiped up.
There was like hella, like every thought was like, I'm from Canada. I'm like, oh, you from like where Drake lived? No, I'm from Ottawa. Where's that? Like, I was like, yo, where's that?
He's just trying to get a visual. Ottawa thotties.
Yeah. Ottawa thotties. You gotta type it in, man.
Nah, yeah, but I mean,
You won't get it, man.
yeah, I feel like with Drake, it's like, man, I just did a Too Short interview, and he just pulled up, and we just straight up had like a real ass conversation on camera for an hour and a half. That shit was weird as fuck. But it doesn't even really surprise me that much anymore, because it's like when rapper dudes can tell that you're a real fan of the culture, it's like you're on the same fucking page. You know, it's just a conversation at the end of the day. I feel like Drake would probably, I don't know. And also, they know I would cut out if anything went badly or whatever. Damn, we got two phones and they both ringing. They both Tekashi.
Yo, that is such a big meme, yo. I'm not gonna lie, yo. The internet culture now is like you let whatever rock. Like, whatever they say is like fact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just right.
like I got locked up. Fact.
Fine, fuck it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't get a host. Fact.
No cap.
No cap.
Yo,
Yeah, but you've
yo,
been on the self-deprecating shit since day one in terms of being like, I live with my mom.
I wasn't. They literally did it to me.
Oh, they just thought that was your vibe? Oh, we got 4,400 people in here too, huh?
Yeah.
It's just lit.
3 hours.
Well, I'm definitely going to stop the stream and then start a new one so that we can just leave this
Hey,
file.
listen, I'm about to get out of here, though.
Hey.
Because
Shout out to Act.
You ain't even finished the Henny, Act.
Yo, I just want to say, yo, again, I'm a man of my word. We gonna do the real shit. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, that was just
next time. It's gonna be
that was just a little segment of what's to come in the future, you know? Hey, shout out to Akademiks for coming through. I watch his videos every fucking day.
Same.
And he pulled up and
Yeah.
just had a real ass conversation with me, so. Hey, he didn't stand up to piss the whole time. Damn. My guy.
my guy.
Shout out to CN. You out?
Yeah.
Later, dog.
dog.
Appreciate you.
Everybody out?
It's nice meeting you.
No. Wait, you about to have to listen to 10 songs?
10?
10? We got like fucking
10? I got like
70.
50 in this shit. All right, so to everybody watching this, we're about to end this stream for about the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to go live again on No Jumper. That was a total surprise for everybody out there who's currently thinking like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Akademiks just pulled up on me. We sat down. We had a conversation for probably about 45 minutes or some shit. And then it just spiraled out of control. I was like, bro, I'm turning the stream on. Turn the shit on. And we just did a 3-hour stream. I'm just going to keep it up. And I'm just going to call it like Adam22 and DJ Akademiks on live stream type thing. So, yeah, we got tons of songs left to play from you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this right now for about 5-10 minutes. Then we're going to start back up. Thank you very much to everybody who enjoyed this. If you saw this live, you were a part of a historic moment. The first time that me and Akademiks ever met, I've been answering that question for years.
On live.
On live.
Yeah.
In real life, that was my first time ever meeting him, and we did it basically on live. And for years, people have been saying to me, you know Akademiks, like in real life? I'm like, nah, we talk all the time, but not in real life. Little House Phone's FaceTiming me.
Go
Anyway,
follow me, Chris Long Films.
I'm gonna end this. Follow me on
Nostalgia V.
Instagram at Adam22. Everybody, stay on No Jumper. We're gonna do another
See you in 5
couple of
minutes.
hours of stream.
We're back here all night.
So if you want it,